Let me clear my throat. What's going on, everybody? C4 here. MUT Tuesdays. Title of the video. Trying to grab a Team of the Week Philadelphia Eagle. Because there's a Jason Kelce there. Even though, I don't know what the thumbnail updated. I have Jake Elliott there. I can't believe they didn't add Jake Elliott. You kick a 61-yarder as a rookie. I mean, you don't get a Team of the Week? You don't get a Team of the Week for kicking that? So, yeah, so that's gonna be pretty much the game plan, is to try to address and maybe get a Jason Kelce. So Jason Kelce's an 83. Would be nice if if we had a little bit more bucks. We got 250K. Thank you, Just J28 J2. Appreciate it. So now there's something on my chat that you could sponsor it. I don't know what that is. All I know is that if people sponsor it, I don't know how much it costs. I can have emojis and stuff, a custom Lane Johnson Mexican supplement emoji. But all I know is that people wanted me to move to Twitch because there's subscribers or something like that. So I guess now that we have sponsors here on YouTube, I'll probably be staying on YouTube. But I don't know how any of that works. So I'll leave that there. It's now a thing. But here's our team. If you guys didn't tune into the last episode, we have 2 new additions. 3 really, over the last couple times. We got 87 overall TJ Lang here at right guard, which is nice. We got it from an elite pack. We got our Twitch Prime Jerome Bettis, which we used our 4 tokens to upgrade to the 90 because I'm a big fan of the bus. And I think about even 3 episodes ago, we shelled out and bought Jalen Ramsey, who did get a Team of the Week card this week. But, obviously, we're not living with them big bucks to be able to afford the Team of the Week one right now. I think it's like 300K, unless we could snipe one. But looking at my team as a whole, we definitely want to try to improve D-tackle. I mean, we have Jernigan here, Philadelphia Eagle, which is all nice, but maybe upgrade Grady Jarrett. The thing is that, looking at the Philadelphia Eagles in particular, Fletcher Cox is very expensive, so there's no real, medium amount. You know what I'm saying like that? There's no cheap Eagle. It's literally Tim Jernigan, and then after Tim Jernigan, it's Fletcher Cox. Maybe bring another corner at some point. I don't know. Maybe if Jalen Mills gets a Team of the Week. Safety, and we do have Malcolm Jenkins playing out of position, but because of the chemistry boost, he's a nice 82. But maybe we get a natural free safety. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't understand how MUT works in terms of when legends get released. I want to get a Brian Dawkins. I know it's going to be probably 400 or 500K, so that's why I'm a little bit worried about spending these coins. But I do know that I can get an 85 Jason Peters for like 30K right now, and he's an upgraded left tackle. That's a cheap Eagle. He's pretty much the most affordable Eagle we can get. I know we have a Team of the Week, Michael Kendricks. That could be our starting outside linebacker. I know there's a Team of the Week, Nelson Aguilar. That's dirt-ass cheap. I might just buy that to see. Let's see how much that Aguilar. We might just buy it just for the sake that we get all the special Philadelphia Eagle cards as they come out. I think that's it. There's 4 right now. Michael Kendricks. We are grinding team leaders. So that's what we're doing. We might play MUT squads at the end, but we're going to be grinding out some team leaders because we want to get the Nigel Bradham card. I've heard it's like one of the best team leaders. Him and Tevin Coleman, I've heard from little research, are the top 2 guys to get. But you have the Michael Kendricks, you have a Jason Kelce now, and you have the Nelson Aguilar. Someone was actually going to give me their Nelson Aguilar, but unfortunately they were on PlayStation, so that wasn't going to work out. So I imagine he's dirt cheap. And I just want, just to say that we have the nice Eagle cards, the special Eagle cards. We might as well see. Look, he's going for, there's 0 bids. He's going for 1,500. I might just, how do I search for, what's the cheapest one? 3K, 4K, 3K, 5, 3, 3. Is there any bids on it? You know what? We're going to bid this. We'll bid 1,500 on this Team of the Week Aguilar, just so that we have, I'm not going to overpay for that. I mean, I probably won't even pay attention. We will be doing solos, but we'll see if we can get that Aggie. That Nelson Aggie. Yeah. Let's do a couple solos here, and then we will look at upgrading potentially the tackle spot and bringing in a very nice Mr. Jason Peters, the bodyguard. We grinded a couple of these. We got 6 of 16. We're not going to finish all of them today. But obviously, we only have I don't understand how the sets work. I don't know what are the 80 overall Eagles. By completing this set, you get the first set of team leaders in 80. I mean, they're not going to fit on our team much. We'll probably just grab the nicest one there. But let's pop into this one here. Anthony Barr, team leader. Is that a good one? For those of you guys that, that want to get in on some stuff, I'm getting ready in the coming, probably by the end of next month, I will be starting my expansion or relocation franchise. And I don't know if I'm going to make a team or a video about it, but there's 2 teams that I'm going they're kind of up on the. I'm not doing the Huskies again. I basically asked people on Twitter what you want to see for a team this year, and most people said start a new team, not do the Toronto Huskies. So the 2 teams that I'm going by jerseys, and just so happens the 2 jerseys out of all the teams that are potentially, I could relocate to, the 2 jerseys are the 2 cities I would like. So it's the Portland Snowhawks and the Oklahoma City Bison. So I don't know if you guys want to pop up another tab and look at some of the jerseys, or if you know them. Those are the 2 teams. I don't know if I'll do a poll or something like that to see what team I pick. I really kind of like the Portland jerseys a little bit. But yeah, James, my day is going pretty well. Finished the new rebuild. I'm finally getting caught up on my videos a little bit, so that's always a good thing. The rebuild is always the hardest one. They come out on Fridays. And I finished it today, so that means I can start working on next week's videos, which is always good. Eagles played terrible, got the victory. I love it, man. Big time victory. Obviously, you saw my post game video. Oh my God, that absolutely. Eagles played very bad. Eagles played very bad in that game against the Giants. I honestly thought we deserved to lose that game. We got that last second field goal, but the refs weren't robbing us particularly. There was no real bad call on either side. There was no one call in that game where I could not believe the refs were calling it. Unlike when we lost to the Chiefs refs were not that good. In the opener, the refs weren't that great either, even though we were able to win. But that was all on us, man. The Eagles just did not play well. The best thing about the Philadelphia Eagles is it's the mantra of a good team: to win games you don't deserve to win. You've seen it if you watch the Philadelphia Eagles Connected franchise mode. We've won games on I don't know what we are now, 10-2 or something like that, 9-2, that we weren't supposed to win. And that's how the Patriots have been for the last ever, but really for the last 6-7 years. The Patriots is oh my God, a team that was never had a chance, never stood a chance whatsoever against the Patriots, plays really, really well, and the Patriots still play really, really bad, and then somehow, some way, in the fourth quarter, the Patriots are able to win by a field goal or stuff like that. It's because good teams find a way to win no matter what, and that's what the Philadelphia Eagles did. They should have had that game put away against the Giants, should have been close whatsoever, but it was, and the fourth quarter, they got 2 cheesy Odell Beckham touchdowns, and Sterling Shepard, oh, that was brutal, but you won it. That is awesome. What do I think of the Kenyon Barner signing? I like it. I'm not so much a fan of bringing on another running back. I don't really think a team should have 4 running backs. I think you should have 3 running backs and then a running back on your practice squad. I know that Jonathan Williams, who was, everyone thought was going to be the backup to LaShawn McCoy in Buffalo, I'm pretty sure he's on the Broncos practice squad. So, I mean, from a running back standpoint, I wouldn't mind bringing him in because Jonathan Williams is one of those guys at Arkansas. He looked like he could be a starter. And I think given an opportunity, what little time he had in Buffalo, he looked all right. So I maybe bring someone like that in and just see he could inevitably be a starter. But Barner, more so, with Darren Sproles gone, oh my God, man, this Jerome Bettis is nice. Darren Sproles gone, we lose our really dynamic punt returner, right? Who's on punt returns right now? Like Aguilar, Smallwood. I mean, have those guys ever had a big return? Kenyon Barner, on the other hand, that was his role. Kenyon Barner has multiple touchdowns in regular season and in the preseason. So from that standpoint, and he can come in and be kind of a dual threat running back. I like the move. I was always a fan of Kenyon Barner. If you watch the Philadelphia Eagles Connected franchise mode in Madden 17, there was a time we made Kenyon Barner our starting running back, and he was a monster for us. So from that standpoint as well, I've always liked Kenyon Barner. So it's a good signing. It could have been worse. I'll say that. They could have, out of nowhere, tried to sign Trent Richardson or something. Oh, my God, man. Trent Richardson or something stupid like that. Do you think the refs got the right call in the Detroit game? It's the rule. I mean, nothing about that was a blown call. I just feel like I don't think that 10-second runoff thing should exist. It doesn't make sense to me. If that was the Eagles, oh my God, Jerome Bettis. Look at this Jerome Bettis. If you guys have Twitch Prime, upgrade this Jerome Bettis. He's unstoppable. If that's the rules, it's the rules. But I think you should get rid of it. If that would happen when the Philadelphia Eagles were in a game, if that was the Philadelphia Eagles that threw a slant to Torrey Smith, and because it was his knee was down and stuff, the 10-second runoff at the end of the game, I would be livid. I'd still probably be making a video every single day, just trying to dox those refs and put out the personal information or something like that. But I think it's more so that rule should be gone. That cost them a game. You don't necessarily know if the Lions were able to win that game. They still would have had only one more opportunity. But I feel like a rule like that could potentially ruin a great moment, a great marketing feature for the NFL. Like that rule cost the NFL potentially money, because that could have been a highlight play, that could have been play of the year, it could have been drive of the year. They don't have the opportunity now because there's some stupid 10-second runoff play. So dumb play. School sucks. You have to go to bed. Man, that sucks. You gotta go to bed in half hour. Trent Richards got picked up by a CFL team. Thoughts? Well, I'm definitely not watching CFL because Trent Richards is there. I will watch CFL if Johnny Manziel goes. I don't know if there's been any rectification to that, but I know Johnny Manziel was linked with the team. Initially the team declined it, but then the league reopened it. I don't know how that works. But I'm going to say, as far as I know, Johnny Manziel coming to the CFL is in limbo still. If he signed, I would watch that. If Johnny Manziel signed and got to somehow start or something like that in the CFL, I would watch that. Trent Richardson, not so much. Like, maybe if it's at a bar or some shit like that. Did you see the Steelers play blocked field goal botched by the Bears? Yes, it reminded me of Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson dropped the ball right before the end zone. I would cut him. Who was it? Marcus Cooper's been, I know Pro Football Focus has graded him out pretty well. And, oh my God, True Fun. Soft coverage. Looks like he's playing on the Eagles. But that was dumb. That's like that guy's running sprints for the next week. That's how that happens. Why is Tom Brady a god? Because he deflates his footballs. Is Kareem Hunt the next David Johnson? No. Different type of players, but Kareem Hunt looks really, really good. I'll say I own Kareem Hunt in all my fantasy leagues, so it's not surprising. I knew he was good. I knew he was gonna be a sleeper. Liked him at what little I saw. Obviously, I'm not like, oh yeah, I watched 10 Toledo games last year. I think I saw Wentz when I was looking at the running back spot because the Eagles needed a running back. I saw probably 2 or 3 of his games, condensed highlights, and he looked really good, man. Hard runner. But it's one of those things, come at me week 8. If he can maintain this for the first 8 weeks and it's not, because it's going to be tough once teams all out have enough tape on him that they can game plan to stop him. Guys like David Johnson, guys like Le'Veon Bell, guys like Ezekiel Elliott with the offensive line a little bit. What makes a good running back a great running back, Adrian Peterson, is when teams know you're going to run the ball and they still can't do anything about it. And you don't have that with Kareem Hunt yet. So because you don't have that, you kind of have to wait, hold your judgments and crowning of him as the next freak running back. But he looks really, really good. And I actually have him on my fantasy team. I popped the game off before he had the 69-yard touchdown run at the end. So that was nice. Even though I lost, because thanks to Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers and Justin Tucker. Can we kick this field goal? Are we going to be able to make it? Nope. What do you think of the Vikings quarterbacks? I don't believe in Case Keenum. I think they really need to get Sam Bradford back and bring it to a fantasy perspective. I have Dalvin Cook in most of my leagues, all but one, and I have Stephon Diggs in most of my leagues, all but one. So I very much like Sam Bradford to return. Oh, we won the Aguilar for $1,500. There we go. We got another dope Philadelphia Eagle classic. Anytime there's a special Eagle, we'll try to buy it. So obviously, we don't have enough money to get all of the Eagles right now, but even most of them. All right, we got an Eagles gold pack. The last gold pack, I can't remember who we got. I think we actually got a Jason Kelce, a 75 Kelce. So, yeah. C4, who would you roll with, Stafford or Winston? In my league, I don't have a choice. I'm rolling with Jameis Winston. I should have, like, he's not going to get a much tougher matchup than the Vikings defense, and he still put up 21 points, even though he had 3 picks. So from a fantasy perspective, pretty safe. And I know Tim donates a lot. Tim, check out the sponsor thing. I have no idea how it works. I think you were actually in the conversation when you were telling me to check out Twitch. But I have it now. I was told to tell people about it. I don't know. Literally don't know. I don't know, because you usually pop in, throw me a 2-sheet. I don't know if being a sponsor, you can still do that, and you can get cool perks. But essentially, all I know is that YouTube told me to try to get 2 sponsors in my stream, because once I get 2 sponsors, I can unlock all the features. I don't know. We got that nice 72 Aguilar. But, yeah, we'll try. I want to do the... anyone out there, can you pop on to Muthead and get me what's the difference between the Team of the Week Kelsey and a Marquise Pouncey? Because, I mean, I will buy the Kelsey if he's pretty much the same, if not better. But if he's, like, way worse than Pouncey, I probably won't swing that, because I'm not a huge fan of Kelsey. More so, I might just save my coins, buy of Jason Peters, and then hopefully we can get Elaine Johnson for the memes sooner than later. Do the Gauntlet Challenge for a free 86 non-auctionable elite. That is something that I can tell that people will be upset by. It's really hard to, like, get stuff in this market, because everything, like, all my stuff, like, because half of my team has been traded to me, it seems like I literally, out of all my team's almost 85 overall, I probably can only sell 2 of the players that I have. So that's kind of annoying, in case, like, if Brian Dawkins came out, it's not like I could flip a bunch of bums on my team and try to make a bunch of money. Like, I think there's a couple offensive linemen. Is Cox playing this week? I've heard from rumblings, people that I trust. I think Fletcher Cox won't play this week, but I think Jordan Hicks will. I think Rodney McLeod and Jordan Hicks will. I think we might miss Fletcher Cox. I think if they said it was a calf sprain, those usually are not an instant comeback. So, do you think the Chiefs? Okay, C4. Do you think Corey Clement could be a number 1 running back? From what I've seen, I'm going to say no. From what I've seen, he literally is on the same level of Wendell Smallwood, where I'm going to say probably won't be a 3-down running back, but there's still a chance. The issue with Corey Clement is, like, his hands are, like, he's average. Like, he literally is like a poor man. I said from the preseason, Corey Clement reminds me of a poor man's Arian Foster. And there's nothing wrong with Arian Foster, but to be a poor Arian Foster was just good at everything. Not great, not bad, just good. So a poor man of that is just like you're average at everything, which is not necessarily a shot at you. To be average, completely average at every single stat is not good. That is not bad, I mean. You can make the NFL be on a roster when you're just not bad at anything. And that's kind of where I see it. Like, I look at Wendell Smallwood. What is his number 1 thing? What is the, like, you look at LeGarrette Blount, power back, short yardage back. You look at Wendell Smallwood, what is there? He's not bad at really anything. His durability's question, I love this Jerome Bettis. You look at Corey Clement, what is he good at? What's he bad at? See what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Why does he keep wearing crop tops? Because he's stuck in the 80s like most Dallas Cowboy fans. Let's go for 2. Yes. Batmac Gaming, Ultimate Team on FIFA is better. Yes, it is. Expect some FIFA on the channel. Shout out. I was just looking around to see what kind of FIFA videos. I haven't bought the game yet. The game comes out Friday. But I still have this month is EA Access, so I get 10% off as they botches the fumble. And many don't know. Oh, let's go. Many of you don't know. I actually started out on YouTube as a FIFA channel. My first videos, I think they're still up on the channel, were FIFA. So I'm a big fan of the FIFA games. I didn't really play much last year because, just played Madden because that's what it was on YouTube. But because Madden 18's definitely not going to have the same life cycle as the last year's game, unless the patching really adds new life, there's never going to be some FIFA. So I think just once a week you'll see a FIFA video. But I like playing FIFA. I actually play FIFA online, so that's a different aspect, a different type of video. But yeah, expect some FIFA. And I saw RBT. RB2, one of the bigger Madden YouTubers. He's playing a little bit of FIFA. And I was like, all right, well, his sub base is not shitting on him. Like, that's the worst thing. FIFA soccer is not like an easy sport. If I was playing 2K, it's a little bit easier. With the people that like football, most likely like basketball, whereas people like football most likely don't like soccer. But we'll see what happens with that. Is Jake Elliott the best kicker of all time? Well, the best Eagles kicker, I mean, that still probably has to be David Akers, even though I'm not a big fan of David Akers because he literally could not make an extra point or a field goal in the postseason. But yeah, C4, can we beat the Chargers without Cox penetration? We absolutely can. Looking at the San Diego Chargers right now, they're 0-3. They're 0-3 for a reason. They're 0-3 because you just gotta. I think if you take away Melvin Gordon, you'll win that game. Melvin Gordon's limping into that game. They're not healthy either. We might not have Fletcher Cox. They might not have. They're definitely not going to have 100% Melvin Gordon. He's their best weapon. I think looking at like their best playmaker, it's Keenan Allen. Jalen Mills can probably hang with Keenan Allen. It's not going to be like an Odell Beckham situation. Keenan Allen doesn't take the top off the defense. He's a guy that if you keep him in front of you, you'll be fine. So I'm not too worried about that game. I definitely respect. The biggest thing for this game is not going to be so much our defense. I think it's going to be our offensive line. You need to be able to stop that really good pass rush from the Chargers. Melvin Ingram, Joey Bosa, they're beasts. So, I definitely think Philly's going to win that game. They should win that game. Almost need to win that game because, this is, you're not going to, like when the Giants, the Cowboys, and Redskins play the Chargers, they're probably going to be healthier than they are right now. They're coming in. Melvin Ingram's not 100%. No Denzel Perryman. We got to win that game. What's up, everybody? It's tuning in. But, yeah, the way I see this game is we're not getting a full-strength Chargers team, so we need to make them punch for that. They have to win games that the other teams, any advantage you get, Philly has to come out and win. Well, it's never easy doing that, like, the time zones pretty much flying across country. What do you think about all the Florida Gators? What's up, everyone that's tuning in? Think of all the Florida Gators in the Chargers. It's dumb. It's one of those things, like, what's that saying? Play stupid games, expect stupid prizes. It sucks. I'm hopeful. From everything that I've read, we might be able to get Jordan Scarlett back, who's, for people that don't watch Gators, basically, there's 9 players. Only two of them were really, like, good, I guess. Everyone else was more so a depth guy or, had a little upside. But I'd say of the 9, probably only 2 of them were draftable. The only thing that sucks, one is Antonio Callaway. He's probably first, second round wide receiver. And then you have Jordan Scarlett, who's probably a second, third round running back. It looks like we might get Scarlett back if we can get anyone. But Callaway's gone. It sucks, man. But, we managed. Gators are managing. Thoughts on Luke Del Rio starting for the game? I wouldn't do it. I'd probably still have Felipe Franks back there. But, as much as I think you kind of... Oh, don't get a touchdown here. As much as I think you kind of go with the young guy, he hasn't really done a whole lot to warrant, like, he should be the starter. So, whatever Coach Mack thinks is going to give us the best chance to win, you got to go with. I think they got Vandy this week, who just got absolutely destroyed by Bama. So, hopefully the Gators can go 3-1. Would you trade for Saquon Barkley? Yes, I would. Saquon Barkley, I'm going to tell you right now, as crazy as this sounds, I would give up, right now, looking at the Eagles going forward, I'd give up 2 first rounds. I would give up Philly's first round this year. And, well, obviously, you have to give up this round. I'll give next year's first round pick to get Saquon Barkley. If you said that there, that is it. That's the only 2 picks. You don't have to go a future second, a third, fourth. If I just said I'll give you 2 first round picks for Saquon Barkley, would I do it? Absolutely. He is not only the perfect running back for the Philadelphia Eagles, the style of play, he can execute everything. He's the best running back I think I've ever seen. There is a potential recency bias when I'm saying that because I can't remember really so much like AP, but he's like He's very similar to Ezekiel Elliott, but I'd say he's a better Ezekiel Elliott. As we got a nice Jalen Watkins there. Cool. Cool. Do I still think Madden 18 is trash? Yes, this is not a very good... what the... Activate Eagles chemistry at a minimum of tier 3 in your active lineup. How do I do this? Someone told me how to do this. Is this how I do it? No. This one? Generate best lineup. Alright, I think we have enough to continue to grind so we can get some more players. Alright, so someone asked, do I think this game is bad? This game is not good. If you told me right now, is this game better than Madden 17? I would say no. And if you don't have the spare extra cash lying around, 100% wait until Christmas or when this game goes on sale. I already think it's going on sale. If someone said it was on Amazon for 30% off, like, there's a reason why. This is not a good Madden game. So... like, there's not, like, if someone, like, my buddies, for example, my buddies haven't got this game yet. I've had 2 friends ask me, man, is this year's Madden good? Like, should I go buy it? I just, no, it's not a good game. There's not one good. The graphics look a little bit better. That's literally it. Everything else is as is or worse. So, I mean, I'm optimistic. I heard FIFA 18 hasn't got great reviews, but at least it's something different, man. And I can't wait for, like, Call of Duty to come out. Hopefully COD's good this year. If you watch NBA, how do you feel about D-Wade joining the Cavs? I don't know. I watch minimal NBA, to be honest with you. I pretty much... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Should the Eagles be worried about Derek Barnett not having a sack yet? No, because he's not really on the field a whole lot. Like, Derek Barnett is like... I don't know his snap counts, but I would definitely say that they're playing Chris Long and Vinny Curry a little bit more than Derek Barnett. We saw what he can do in the preseason. It's probably just a feeling out process, I think, with Jim Schwartz not to put too much on his plate. So I'm not worried whatsoever. I would do the Wentz trade. What we traded to get Carson Wentz for Saquon. Okay, I forgot we don't have Ben Roethlisberger anymore. We have this Devin Wade scrub. I think I would, though. Like, Saquon Barkley, right now. I'm saying this right now, because by the end of this year, he might be, he might have like 700 carries by the way Penn State's using him, and he might be looking a little like burnt out, and maybe my opinion will change a little bit as we're getting rocked right now. God. But as of right today, I'm going to say that. I'll just say 2 first rounds to get Saquon Barkley. What's up, everybody? Tuning in. What's up, Ladarion Dean? What's your favorite subject in school, C4? Is it a meathead thing to say gym? Outside of gym, I was really good. I didn't mind social studies. I like social. Social was good. Drama. I was like drama and film and video. Obviously, that's why being a YouTuber is fun, because it's kind of like what I liked in school. But obviously, gym class was the best. Who would you rather have the coach of the Eagles, EDP or Chip Kelly? Give me Chip Kelly, because EDP would just trade the whole team for like Joe Mixon or something dumb. Would you convert Jalen Mills to Rasul Douglas to safety? Then Jones is fancy. Well, I wouldn't do that. Maybe in the future, I'll make that catch. And we turned over on downs. Phenomenal. Can we restart this? We didn't really go with a lot of urgency there. I mean, this year, no, because we have Malcolm Jenkins and Rodney McLeod. They're both really good. But I think in the future, that definitely could be an option to get them both on the field at the same time. Who do you think's better, Barnett or Jonathan Allen? I kind of think apples and oranges. I'd say overall as a player, before I found out one was drafted to the Eagles, one was drafted to the Redskins, I definitely thought it was Jonathan Allen, but they're different types of players. Jonathan Allen's a 3-4 end, where Derek Burnett's a 4-3 end. That's like literally asking me like, I don't know. Who do you think's better, a left tackle or a center? Like they do different things. So pound for like it's for better for the Eagles. It's very much Derek Barnett. If you said we could have Derek Barnett or John Allen, I would take Derek Barnett. Is that it for a touchdown or on the one? C4, what's your Twitch name? I might not be moving to Twitch because I got that sponsorship thing here now. I don't think I have an alt, like I don't know. Seems like they're the new things that they're adding to the YouTube live streams is competing with Twitch. So I think I'm gonna be chilling here. Hopefully we can get some sponsors. I don't know how that works though. I wish I knew how it works because then I could sell you guys on it. But I have no idea how sponsorship works. All I know, it's in the chat. It's at the top. And I need 2. As we get a nice little touchdown there. Dez or Alshon? Give me Alshon. I've never been a big fan of Dez. I don't respect Dez whatsoever. Thank you, Sheldon. Peace out, bruh. What rookie is most likely to become a bust? I don't know. I don't know what rookie's playing really bad right now. Donnell Pumphrey. Do you feel any type of way about the Lions foul? Like I said, if it's... You have to be a fan of one of those teams to be really upset about that because it's in the rules. From an outsider looking in, it's like, that's stupid. That should not be a thing. But yes, that's the rules for the 10-second runoff. But I think they probably should modify those rules. How do I sign as a sponsor? No idea, but I appreciate it. If Odell became a free agent and wanted to come to the Eagles, would you want him? Yes. I wouldn't. It'd be like a T.O. scenario. I was never really a big fan of T.O., but as long as you're an asshole on my team, it's different. But I don't know. That's a real tough one. That's like, that's a tough one. Malcolm, Mitch, or Hans? I take money, Mitch. On what? As far as what? Who's better? I mean, I'm more hyped for Matt Collins, but I even though I'm a Gator fan, I do really think Malcolm Mitchell's going to be solid once he gets back from injury. Really, he was really good at Georgia. Who do you think will win Offensive Rookie of the Year? So it's Kareem Hunt. Easy. It's Kareem Hunt. It's not even close. Philly record prediction. It's so hard because the Eagles, if they could close games, they'd be 12-4 as they're like. I could see 12-4 and not be crazy, not just being a homer, because if Philly I don't even want to say it because literally a big aspect of the game and being a good team is closing out games. So I'm gonna say I was 9-7 in the the preseason. Sorry, I think 10-6. I think Philly's a 10 double-digit win team right now. Bat Matt Gaming's a sponsor. I don't know how any of that works, but I appreciate it. I know that once you get 2, sponsors get a cool emoji, which I'm going to try to make a nice I think Lane Johnson means probably the best. But thanks, man. I appreciate it. AC4, what are the Saints' biggest draft needs? The Saints? I'd say get another wide receiver for sure. Mike Thomas is a beast, but then outside of that, like Ginn's a Band-Aid. Brandon Coleman's, he'd probably be a guy that you feel comfortable having as like your wide receiver 4. Willie Snead, we got to see what he looks like. So I'd say getting maybe a dynamic young wide receiver. Quarterback, you have to start thinking beyond Drew Brees. Probably linebacker. Those would be the big 3. Try to let that young secondary develop with Kenny Vaccaro, Marshawn Lattimore. Dak proved against the Cardinals he's much more than a game manager. He played good, but there's always a but. He played good, but the Cardinals, they threw that one away. That game should have been out of reach. Like, watching that game, I was like, of course. The Cardinals should have been up 17-0 at halftime, but of course they weren't. But Dak played great. Dez Bryant had a great touchdown. They played good. Dallas played well. Credit where credit is due. Samaje Perine's most likely to be a bust. He hasn't looked great, I'll tell you that. But he's looked serviceable. He hasn't looked horrific, not like Trent Richardson with the Colts level of bad. He's able to get a couple chunks of yards, move the chains when need to. But yeah, definitely, a lot of people thought he was going to be, myself included, when Philadelphia picked Pumphrey, I want them to get Perine. Yeah, underwhelming. Oh, let's go. Chris Carter. Trubisky or Watson? Give me Deshaun Watson. C4, do you think Jordan Matthews will ever have 1,000 yards? Not with Buffalo. Who wins Defensive Player of the Year? I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest, and you probably can never say I'm biased again. Right now, DeMarcus Lawrence looks unstoppable for the Cowboys. Watching that game, I could not believe how much of like a just destroyer he looked against the Cardinals. So DeMarcus Lawrence right now is Defensive Player of the Year frontrunner for me. Florida State record, they're getting like 4 or 5 wins. Hasn't Aguilar done more than Holland so far this season? Yes, but he probably has triple the amount of snaps. Mac Hollins. All I know with Aguilar, he still has had a couple drops, even though he does have 2 touchdowns, which I'm happy for. I'm happy to see that. Literally every time they've given the ball to Hollins, he's caught it. I think he has a couple first downs. I definitely think he deserves more snaps. Should I pick up a Malik Hooker jersey? Well, because you get the Hooker for the memes. People go, oh, look, he's, it's like getting a LeGarrette Blount jersey. He's a cool dude to cheer for. He's good to have on your team, but then also you get the drug reference, so it's a couple, it works for 2 ways. But Hooker's going to be, I'd definitely get a Malik Hooker jersey. Colts fan, looking at that defense. I mean, I'd probably get like an Antonio Morrison because he's a Gator. But yeah, Hooker would be dope. There you go. Look at Batmac. You got the cool little Beast Mode logo. That's what you guys get if you become a sponsor. If you guys want to be sponsors, you get a cool Beast Mode logo. And I know at 2, I can make an emoji, which I have to completely make, and I suck at Photoshop, but it will be something funny. All right, we'll kick this field goal. If Doug Peterson stops wide receiver screen, would it be above average? I think it's more than just that, because his fourth down play calling is horrendous. When he went for it in 4th and 8, I was literally screaming at my TV. I could not believe that our head coach was going to do that. So, let's make this. On to the next one. Doug's on the hot seat for me. I don't think as I speak to the Eagles masses, he should be on the hot seat for everybody. But for me personally, I've always not been a Doug defender, but I've never been, jumping down his throat. I'm like, well, he's a rookie coach. He had a rookie QB, all these things. Like, kind of justifying the mistakes. Not anymore. I'm holding him 100% accountable, and right now, he does not have a perfect job security. He's standing on that glass, the ice, and it's starting to crack. Like, with the team we have right now, and with how shaky the rest of the NFC East has looked, we got to make the play. If we don't make the playoffs this year, he should be fired. What do you think of the players sitting during the national anthem? Well, I think as a Canadian, my opinion doesn't matter. I don't really have a take on it because it's not my country. So yeah, that's how I think. I think you have to have an opinion on that. You should be at least from that country, and I don't. I think overall everything's stupid. I think the Trump stuff's ridiculous. I personally don't see the anthem stuff changing anything, but it's the right to do it. So, obviously the Philadelphia Eagles, we have Malcolm Jenkins, who's one of the more outspoken guys for that. And it's one of those things, from a white person that's not from your country, I see it as the whole thing stupid. I don't see it achieving anything. I don't see the Trump stuff is stupid. It's egging it on. But I think there's too many white people that don't understand what the kneeing thing's about, giving their 2 cents on it. That's the way I think about it. I think to get an official opinion, I saw Shannon Sharp on that stupid show with Skip Bayless kind of talked about it. It was a really good, really well put a couple lists. You know, Skip. Talking about this, Skip. But I would say my overall opinion on the knee thing is find a person of color that you respect their opinion. That's who should be giving you feedback on it, because only them, you people. What do you mean, you people? But I think that's the opinion you should be looking for, not mine. Not a white Canadian. It looks like I live in a damn igloo. Thoughts on all Cowboys taking it? Jerry Jones looked like an idiot. Was it smart for the Lions to re-sign Caldwell if they never want to win a Super Bowl? Yes. Did I see one of your linebackers at third tight end? Probably, because Madden is such a perfect game that's probably what you saw. We got Fat Rob, don't need P. Ryan for the Redskins. I do like Fat Rob. Fat Rob won me a fantasy game last year, so as an Eagle fan, pretty much, I can appreciate him for that. But definitely, I would say if you're a Redskin fan, Fat Rob's not the long-term option. He's not bad, but he's not great. Thought we should have picked Deontay Foreman. What did he go, though? Third round? Like, Philadelphia's first 3 rounds, even though I don't agree with going defensive end in the first round, I think I'd rather Barnett, Rasul Douglas, and Sidney Jones over Foreman. I think Foreman, third round? I think he went in the third round, so I'd much rather Rasul Douglas, who's looked really, really good, than Deontay Foreman. Who wins Defensive Rookie of the Year? Who's played good as a defensive rookie? Maybe Jamal Adams? Off the top of my head, I know Myles Garrett hasn't done a whole lot, neither has Solomon Thomas. So I'm going to say Jamal Adams will probably have a bunch of tackles. But honestly, I actually kind of want to look into that. That's a good question, because I have no idea how the rookies really have been performing as of today, especially on the defensive side of things. I think the Eagles should have got Marlon Mack. I would have loved Marlon Mack on the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh my God, I don't think so. Zeke with your old spin move, bruh. Thoughts on Diggs and how did you start him against Tampa? I did not start Stephon Diggs against Tampa because the week before with Keenum, he didn't do anything. And then all week you had Terrell Pryor saying, I'm going to go off against the Raiders. I'm going to go off against my forward team. And the Raiders secondary has been bad. So I went with, he fumbled it. And then Tyron Smith fumbles back. I went with Pryor over Stephon Diggs. Pryor ended up getting 2 points. Diggs got 33 in my league. So safe to say, Stephon Diggs has earned himself a starting spot on my team. I'm no longer undefeated, which sucks. I'm going to thank Terrell Pryor, Justin Tucker, and Phillip Rivers for why we lost. Zachary says he doesn't know how to sponsor. It's in the top of the chat. There's a big green thing that says sponsor, but I don't know how the rest of that works. I wish I did. But Bat Mac is a beast right now. Why did Cincy cut Jake Elliott? Because he got outkicked. It's easy as that. But I appreciate them for doing that because, that was awesome. Like, that 61-yard field goal, for those of you guys that haven't been watching football, I've been watching Eagles for a long time. Like, that right there, that is an Eagle member. You're going to remember that because it was against the Giants, like, 10 years from now. That's going to be a talkable moment. Remember that time that the rookie kicker hit the 61-yarder? Like, for me, my first big memorable Eagle play, I had a couple way, way back when. Like, obviously, my first big one, I would say at the top of my head, I would have to say when Sheldon Brown lit up Reggie Bush in the playoffs. But just a big one is the Miracle of the New Meadowlands when Deshaun Jackson brought the punt. Like, that field goal is right up in there. Not going to top them by any means, but it's definitely in, like, my memory bank. Next to the spank bank in my head for things I'm always going to remember for the Eagles. So that was awesome. I don't necessarily know if he's going to hold on to his job when Caleb Sturgis comes back, but I'm never going to forget it, so congrats to you, Jake Elliott. I saw a thing where Carson Wentz said on the sidelines if he made that kick, he'd give him his game check, which is like, I think I saw $30,000. So hopefully something comes out that could be kind of funny. Oh! Sacked. Promote Jim Swartz. Oh my God. I'm really far behind people. I'm literally trying to catch up with the chat as we go through. Promote Jim Swartz. No, I'm fine with not promoting Jim Swartz. I think there's guys like Rex Ryan, Jim Schwartz. Those are guys that are built to be DCs, not built to be offensive coaches. Head coaches. Sorry. I don't think Doug is our future, a long-term option at head coach. I don't think Jim Schwartz would be either. Personally, I say just screw it and give it to Dave Phipp. Dave Phipp would be mine because consistency. Special teams coaches make great head coaches. They're always like the most ridiculous guy in the building. They always have plenty of respect. And Dave Phipp has had, worst case scenario, a top 3 special teams unit for the last decade. So I think before someone else, I think he'll get a head coaching job. And I think if it ever comes push to shove that Philly needs to look at getting a new head coach, Dave Phipp's my pick. Skip. Yeah, there we go. Doug Peterson or Nussmeier? Doug Peterson 100%. Doug Nussmeier is horrific. Epic asks, how's my kid? He's awesome. My girlfriend is babysitting my rich, Canadian. What's Canadian rich, right? My girlfriend's house sitting at like a mansion pretty much, so he's chilling there for the night. So I came back to my home estate to do the stream tonight. But yeah, he's doing fucking. He's actually been awesome. Even though he's teething right now and he bit my fucking big toe when we were just chilling. Because he's gonna be a damn pit bull fighter, man. That kid's gonna be damn superstar. My kid right now is in the 99th percentile for height and weight, so he's gonna be a monster. Like right now, like my kid, I'm projecting like he's gonna be like 6'3", 240. That's like Madden created QB. Do you listen to Philly sports radio? If so, which station? I don't live in Philly, so I don't get any of those radio stations. But when BGN Radio, it's on Facebook and stuff. I really do like those guys. I'm not a huge fan of the Bleeding Green Nation, which is like the top Philly Eagles blog. There's a couple guys on there. Brandon Lee Gouton is really good. But there's also a bunch of just terrible writers on that. So overall, I'm not a huge fan, but BGN Radio is really, really good. I like watching that. We're going to let the clock run down here a little bit. Chris Thompson, 1 year left. Chris Thompson has looked good. I mean, I was doing my preview video for the Eagles versus the Redskins. The number one thing I said was either Chris Thompson or Jamison Crowder is going to have a big game because they're both really, really underrated. And it just so happened to be Chris Thompson. He's good, man. He's not going to be the kind of guy. He's Theo Riddick. He's not going to be the kind of guy that, like, if you're a Redskin fan, he's got to take over and be your running back. But he's a damn weapon, man. They re-signed him. That's a good pickup. Who's better, Kay Adams or Joy Taylor? Kay Adams, not even close. Do you think Chris Thompson will ever start? No. It's like Darren Sproles. Darren Sproles was our most effective running back against Kansas City, but his frame is not built to take much more than like 10, 12 touches a game. Same with Theo Riddick. Chris Thompson's in that mold. But, when they do use him, he's a weapon. All right, let's see if we can catch this up here. I'm going to catch up the chat because I'm a little bit behind right now. I like having it 100%, but I like to try this one here since I'm just grinding solos and shit. I don't have to worry about it with gameplay. C4, worst player jersey you own and one that you wish you bought. Worst one I own, probably Kiko Alonso. And the one that I wish I bought was Jeff Garcia when he was with Philly. Maybe Tebow when he was with Philly. But I tried getting like a China jersey Tebow one. I think you can still buy them. So, I mean, that one hasn't... The ship hasn't sailed on that one, but I definitely want to try to at some point get a Tebow Eagles jersey. But I can't find a Jeff Garcia Eagles jersey that's in my size. That's the number one I would definitely regret on not buying. If Le'Veon Bell's a free agent, the Redskins pick him up over Fat Rob. Obviously, that's a dumb question, man. Do you think Ty Montgomery's a running back of the future for Green Bay? No, I think Green Bay best case scenario you draft a real good between the tackle runner, and you keep Tom Montgomery as like your Chris Thompson, Theo Riddick type. Do you like Mixon as a long-term option? Yes, he's going to be a stud. Do you think Alshon will be resigned? Yes, I do. If he stays healthy throughout the season, plays even 13 of 16 games, I think Philly will make a big push to resign him. Jake Elliott has 66 kick power and 67 kick accuracy. What does that mean? I hope not. You started Buck Allen over Chris Thompson and Brian over T.Y., but there you go. I don't see it. I'm watching on mobile, so that's it probably is, Zach, for the sponsor thing. So I mean, I'm not gonna, like I said, literally this Friday, there's gonna be something else that's news coming to the channel that you guys can support me with. Anything that comes monetary wise, it's greatly appreciated. And for how bad my channel is getting robbed right now from YouTube, I'm making probably 40% less because YouTube's been. I'll go into it later. Any way that I can get support is gonna help me out, but I never pressure in. Just tuning in and watching my stuff, it all goes together. C4 in your CFM, give Jake Elliott 99 kick power. He's not even on my team because I started my roster before that. I might have to make that change, though. Let's see here. People talking about their favorite Eagle plays. C4, I'm trying the scouting guide you're using, but I want to know how you spread the points around in different positions. For example, to use roughly 30 points per position. Personally, what I do, never scout offensive linemen. Offensive linemen, you don't need to know their grades. You can just go off their bench press. For the most part, I mean, if you really want to try to guess and draft like a superstar first-round tackle, for example, you might want to do that. But for offensive linemen, just wait till the draft and go by their bench press. I go by positions that are tough positions that you can't really use attributes for. Like wide receivers, you don't really need to look. Wide receivers, you don't need to. Like you can go by the three. They're usually when they have a good three-cone drill, it's kind of safe. I'd say the big positions are quarterback and secondary. Quarterback and secondary are the hardest ones. Easiest positions. Linebackers usually go with the highest combine grade. You get a good player. Never scout linebackers or offensive linemen. Those are some tips. What's up, It's Nova? Those are pretty cool emoji things. Hopefully Jake Elliott does win special teams player. All right, we're going to pop another game. I think we're catching up here a little bit. C4 Junior, the next great Gators, Eagles, QB, or tight end. I only plays defense. It seems like there's a lot less concussions on defense. I don't know why. Maybe that's not. How mad when Zach Ertz fumbled and Landon Collins stripped it? I could not believe it. I was really speechless, and my girlfriend went in the other room because she thought I was going to lose my shit. Not like I was going to hit her. Domestic violence is bad, okay? She just thought I was going to start swearing and throwing shit around. But I didn't. Elliott Shore, ESP, and Jimmy Kempski, yeah, they suck. The only Eagles beat writers, I like Jeff McClain. He does have some bad stuff, but Jeff McClain's good. Berman is another one. I don't know his first name, but they're both pretty solid. But I like Brandon Lee Gowton. He's good. Wentz or McNabb, run on Eagles, choose. Wentz or McNabb on Eagles, choose. Give me Carson Wentz. K. Adams or Sam Ponder. That's getting a little bit close, but still K. Adams. Just looking at K. Adams on the NFL draft red carpet. Perfection. Did Jake Elliott even get a team of the week? He did not. He got robbed. They gave it to Jason Kelsey, which, I mean, helps us out because now we can try to, complete our all-Eagle team. It gives us a center because it's going to be tough, I think, for Kelsey to get special cards in the future. But I definitely think, I don't even think Jake Elliott has a card. So they would have had to create it. Maybe they're just, guys, we're still working through the hurricane. We can't add anything. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm Sean Taylor jersey. Gotta give me one. I would definitely take a Sean Taylor jersey. I might not, parade it around, but I respect the player a lot. I have a wall. I have Eagles in like 3 different rooms, but I have one wall where I just have non-Eagles players I respect. And Sean Taylor, a little faux pas because it's a rival, but I definitely respect Sean Taylor enough to hang him up on my wall. You got 3 jerseys: Del Home, Joe Thomas. You have an offensive lineman. That's great respect. That takes balls to pull off an O lineman. How do you think Jarrett Davis is doing so far? Looks really good. Got an absolute cheap shot from Odell. If you guys have Odell, when he tried to end Josh Norman's career when he got frustrated, and then he had a real bad cheap shot on Jarrett Davis. He's a dirty fucking player, man. Odell is a really dirty player. But Jarrett Davis looks like a monster. I knew he was. If he could stay healthy, which, I mean, what happened with Odell is no real fault of his own. But he struggled staying healthy with Florida for a little bit. But if he stays healthy, man, you're going to be set at the middle linebacker spot. For the next decade, if you're a Lions fan. Jesus. Why do you think Martellus Bennett's doing so bad this year? Probably chemistry, I would say, with Mr. Oh my God, come on, get the edge. With Mr. Rogers, I would guess. You should create a legit coin selling site called MUT. I need to hire like some Koreans or something to farm coins for me, but I would. I'd invest in that. Would you pick up T.Y. Hilton or Andrew Luck for your MUT team? Well, I know T.Y. got a, what do you call, I'll definitely take Andrew Luck because he's really good in Madden. He can run, he has big throw power, so it definitely would be Luck. I'd take either one of those, though. Absolutely. Especially, I know T.Y. Hilton got a Player of the Week card. So he has like 90-some speed. I like T.Y. Hilton, too. I remember I told a story where basically I found out about T.Y. Hilton in NCAA before he even like went to the NFL. So he's one of those few players that, like, because I played video games, I was like, man, this wide receiver at Florida National has like 99 speed. Looks like Deshaun Jackson. I like him. But I used him a little bit. Plus, a guy named T.Y. Hilton, that's kind of like a distinguished name. It stands out a little bit. Oh, Jesus. Keep up the good work. Hope you hit 42K subs. I can't wait. The next one, my goal for this year, for Madden 18 cycle, is hit 50K. So hopefully, we can keep somewhat consistent growth and hit that. But 45 is obviously the next one. I think we'll definitely hit 45 sooner than later. Oh my God, Alstar got murdered. Before this vid's over, you should show your sliders. I will definitely show my sliders if I remember. I'll try my best just to pop in my Eagles franchise. I don't know if I can do that because my Eagles franchise, the video that's coming out, I don't know. I'm not caught up. So I don't want to like spoil anything. All right, catching up here. Where are the Chip Kelly rebuilds? They're coming soon. Chip Kelly rebuilds are coming soon. I love you too. Someone said they love me. Oh my God. You guys the chat's going. Okay. After this, I'm catching up on the chat. Because usually it's like 1 or 2 scrolls that I can like start answering people's stuff. We're at like 4 or 5 scrolls on my mouse. I think Carson Wentz is going to win Philly a bowl. I hope so. I think he definitely has the talent. What's up, everybody that's tuning in throughout this? Wentz is the highest graded NFC East QB, I think, but Pro Football Focus like graded Tom Savage. As much as Savage God's a beast, they graded Tom Savage better and higher than Carson Wentz, where Savage literally got sacked 19 times versus Wentz, who won the game against the Washington Redskins. So, Pro Football Focus is very much one of those websites that you like to refer to those stats for like confirmation bias when it supports your opinion and not. So the grades overall aren't that great. Okay. Opinion on the Jags defense and mostly how I fear for Luck versus Calais Campbell. Jags defense, I have the Rams defense, and the Rams are not looking that great. So I'm actually trying to stream the Jags defense this week in fantasy football. I think the Jags defense is going to be good. As long as they stay healthy, they're not really weak anywhere. They have good linebackers that can drop back into coverage and can hit. They have a good front four. Secondary's looking good, so yeah, I would definitely. I'm glad the Eagles aren't playing the Jags this year. As I don't think I'd ever say that. Usually I'd be like, oh, Jags, that's an insta win. Their defense looks legit. It's more so their offense is kind of skeptical. But even then, man, they can start playing with consistency like they did in London. As we get a nice little interception there for Rodney Harrison. Will Kareem Hunt win MVP? No. What about Tease Tabor? Keeps being a healthy scratch. I have no idea. I actually asked that on Twitter. Anyone that's a Lions fan, what's going on with Tease Tabor? Is he not ready? They're trying to get him up to speed? I don't know. What final drive is better? Aaron Rodgers in OT versus the Bengals or Tom Brady against the Texans? I didn't see the Brady one, to be honest. I know he threw the touchdown with the toe tap with Brandon Cooks. So I watched the Bengals one. I'll give it to Aaron Rodgers. That's crazy. Where are you at? I was at 35. I was at 35K in June. So Madden season has done well for me, but still, not where we want to be. I want to keep growing. I want to be. When all's said and done, I'd say 100K is probably my end goal. If I get 100K, then I'm gonna be like, all right, kick my feet up. Whatever happens after this, I'm influential enough. But till then, man, you gotta be grinding. All right, we're catching up this damn chat. Okay. Jesus Christ. All right, we're almost caught up here. Are you on PS4? No, I'm on Xbox. EDP thoughts. He's trash. One of the worst things going on the internet. Tom Sal, yes. Okay. Michigan, University of Michigan win prediction. Probably 8 or 9. I think once they start playing some good defenses, their offense will struggle. Will Fletcher Cox, there we go, we're caught up now. Finally! Will Fletcher Cox, Jordan Hicks, and Ryan McLeod be ready for the Chargers Sunday? My guess is that Cox will be out. We'll see Hicks and McLeod. Oh, that's why these are getting harder. We're on All-Pro, okay. That makes a little bit of sense. Is it time for the Jags to move to London? If I'm a Jags fan, I would definitely think that because they play way, way better. Are you an Eagles fan who likes Mike Vick? Yes. Mike Vick was... I think he paid his debt to society, and he was a beast with the Eagles. Some of my best memories are when Michael Vick was our quarterback, so I definitely like Michael Vick. You meant the Hurricanes. What are they right now, 3-0? I think the Canes are going to win the ACC. Bold prediction. I think the Canes are going to win the ACC. Definitely don't have same type of defense that Clemson has, but... I mean, they're going to go to the championship. I guess we'll say that. Maybe not outright win the ACC because that's going to be a really tough game against Clemson, but I think they'll go to the ACC championship. Which college coaches could you see making an NFL job? Can't remember their names at the top of my head. I don't know why. But I think Stanford's coach would be a good one. I mean, he's been linked for quite some time. Obviously, Harbaugh returning would be a good one. I don't think Urban Meyer would be a good one. I don't think that Nick Saban would be a good one. But yeah, those would be my top two. I'd say Stanford's coach and Harbaugh returning. I actually really do like James Franklin too, Penn State's coach. I liked him when he was at Vandy. Always thought, obviously, when Florida played Vandy, they were beating up on them, but I always thought they were really well coached. And I like everything about James Franklin too. What's Myles Garrett been doing? He's hurt. I'm pretty sure he's banged up. I don't know what it was that happened in training before the first week. So I think Myles Garrett's week 4 return. I think it was like a 4-week injury potentially. Who do you think will win the Redskins-Chief game? Will Kareem Hunt do good against the run? I think Chiefs are going to win that one. They have like the formula that you need to beat the Redskins. So I'll go with them. You don't see anyone beating the Chiefs right now? Well, I think there's a couple teams that can beat the Chiefs. When you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, you need to basically be the Philadelphia Eagles, but be able to finish drives. So what team is built like the Philadelphia Eagles that can finish drives as a solid QB? I think that... I honestly think that if this game's in Pittsburgh, I don't know if they play the Steelers, but I think that the Steelers at home, because they play way different at home than they do on the road for some reason, I think the Steelers could beat the Chiefs. I think that a team like the Jaguars would be interesting if their offense... The Jaguars' defense is kind of set up to beat the Chiefs. I think that... I definitely want to see more AFC West matchups with Kansas City. But I don't think there's a single... I think there's a couple teams that could beat the Chiefs. But they're playing really, really well right now. All I hope right now is that the Chiefs sweep everyone else in the NFC East so that the Eagles loss is like, all right, well, everyone lost to them, so there's an L for everyone. What position is lacking on the Eagles? Oh, let's go. Running back. We don't have a long-term option at running back. I think if we had a younger wide receiver, that could be a proven guy, because I don't know why they're not playing Mac Hollins more. But if I had to give you positions, I would say running back, left tackle. Running back, yeah, that'd be it. Running back and left tackle, and maybe having like more depth at linebacker. Those would be the big three. What do you think of the Lions? I think they're all right. I think they're the same, no further ahead than what they were last year. I think they're going to be a team that might squeak in the playoffs, but I don't really see them doing a whole lot. Donnie Jones not good enough for a punter. I think Donnie Jones is serviceable. But I know he got paid. He has a decent contract. So if we can get a younger option, I'd be for that. But I'm pretty sure Donnie Jones is like the holder too. So he's a really good holder. So the fact that he's a serviceable punter and he doesn't botch snaps, that's always something good to have. Saquon Barkley got drafted by Oakland in your Pats franchise mode. You know you can manipulate that shit, right? Oh, he fumbled it! That's what I'm hoping so bad. Like, I know there's no chance in real life that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to draft Saquon Barkley, but he's obviously the guy I want to get in our Eagles franchise mode. So, basically what we're going to do is when we do the draft, right now it's looking like Philly's probably going to have a pick, you know, the bottom 7 or 8 picks. Hopefully it's a weak running back class, and then I could just, for argument's sake, draft the first running back off the board and make it Saquon Barkley, but I'm not too optimistic. Oh, he's past the line of scrimmage. Get that shit out of here. Is Malik Jefferson a top 10 pick? He has not looked really that good, so no, he's not. There are a lot of people have actually been saying he's looking underwhelming for Texas. Illegal forward pass. We're going to accept that. 3rd and a mile. Chiefs will go 14 and 2 and lose in the divisional. Yes, that's hashtag Andy Reid things. That's what that is. Oh, come on. Let's go, Tim. There's no way you let them complete that. No way, man. We challenge this? I don't think he had both feet in. Let me challenge that. Nothing. I hate the challenge system in this game. Get gas, get your Eagles connected free. I'm going to probably go first round, though. That's the only thing. I might get, like, I feel like I'm going to get Darius Geis. Gaskin would be, like, if somehow 5 running back. Like, I think Gaskin's nice, but he's not. I would rather. Oh my God. I'd rather Royce Freeman or Ronald Jones before I go Gaskin. He'd probably be like my 5th running back option. What's up, Matt Boss? Thanks for coming back, bro. Bengals going 10-6 and making the playoffs. I don't know about that one. I mean, they did look good. I was hoping they'd pull off that upset over Green Bay. Looks like the new OC's helping you guys there. Thoughts on Gators commit Matt Corral? I like him. Is it coral? Coral? Is it like the friggin' stuff in the ocean? I don't know. I'm watching Elite 11, which is a really good series. It's like featuring. Oh my God. It's featuring all the top quarterback recruits, and he's on it. And I think he's they have, I think, 20 guys there, and they're going to come down to 11. He's like number 4. He looks good. And with how not proven, not great Felipe Franks has looked, I mean, we might have a true freshman starter next year. It's worked literally everywhere else around college football. True freshmen are popping up, and they're working good. Like Virginia Tech, what's his name? Josh Jackson. He's looked really nice. Oh my God, make a play. Did he make the play? Oh, 1st and 10. Awesome. Freaking awesome. Do you feel the Browns are getting better or worse? They're getting better, but, I mean, I've only been looking at the box score. I'm not going on my way to watch Browns play, but it looks like Kaiser's not looking great. He's been banged up, but I would assume that they don't get a win this week. Who are the Browns playing this week? The Bengals? If they don't get a win this week, I don't know. Not looking so great. I saw that Maryland lost Kasim Hill. He looks good. Kasim Hill is one of those guys for sure. I don't know if he's a true freshman or a redshirt freshman, but he's gonna be a guy definitely. I think when it's his time to be drafted. Remember this moment. I think he'll be in the first round QB discussion. NFL Power Rankings put the Eagles at 6. I think it's a little generous. I think Philly's a top 10 team, regardless of your power ranking. We've only lost once, and it was a game that we definitely. I'm not going to say definitely should have won, but definitely a game that we were competitive in and could have won against the Chiefs, which are pretty much the number 1 team. I'd probably have Philly like an 8, 7, 8, somewhere around then. But as long as people have them as the best team in the NFC East, then you don't have to throw those rankings out the window. Sorry you jinxed the Sproles injury. I know, I couldn't believe that. Tisk, tisk. And if we play MUT squads tonight, you're in. I don't know if I'm going to. The stream's already over an hour. And usually my streams only go for half hour. And I really want to finish these Eagle solos. That's a fumble! And that's game over. We got this. Kasim Hill's a true freshman. Can he redshirt? I'm pretty sure you can redshirt if... I don't know how that works. But I know it's happened before. But is he a true freshman? He is. John says he's a true freshman. But he looked really impressive. Plus, his like body size is ridiculous. He's like 6'1", 250. Dude's built like a stump. He looks good though. I like what I see. Maryland's gonna be all right. I remember I've always kind of kept an eye on Maryland ever since Stephon Diggs, because he is my greatest draft. Oh my God, Sproles is a beast. Rest in peace, Darren Sproles. Stephon Diggs is my all-time told you so draft that I actually have video evidence to back up. Whatever draft he came out, 2013, 2014, I said Stephon Diggs projected, I think he was going like the 6th round, 7th round, undrafted even, because he was leaving early. I said Stephon Diggs is going to be a beast. Whoever gets him is going to be a stud. And then look at that. He's one of the, right now he's playing like a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL. Thoughts on Xavier Rhodes? Beast, man. He's really good. He might be one of the best corners in the NFL today. Oh my God, look at Sproles Royce. Looking nice. Do you ever record that NCAA podcast? I've been busy. Basically, podcasts, I gotta figure out my Twitch thing. Ideally, because the podcast, it's for daily uploads. It's so hard. It'd be much easier to do it in like a stream format. I do want to try to get Twitch going a little bit, even though now we have the YouTube sponsorship chat stuff, which is like the only reason why I was kind of going to Twitch. Yada, yada, yada. Long story short, the podcasts have stopped because I ultimately want to make just the podcast like a stream where I play football and we just talk about it. I kind of want to like write notes and touch on it. So hopefully we'll get that back up and going sooner than later. C4, you gonna upload any FIFA 18 content? Yes, the game comes out Friday. Haven't bought it yet or anything. But yes, I'm gonna buy FIFA 18, and I'm gonna see. I saw RBT was doing it. He's one of the bigger Madden YouTubers, and his subs are watching it. So I'm gonna see what happens. But yes, I'm a big FIFA fan, so I'm gonna try to play it. Norman or Sherman? I feel Norman is more consistent. Two different types. Depends what kind of scheme you're running. If you're playing like a man, you probably want Josh Norman because he's like a big up in your face. You're playing his. You know what? I don't want to talk myself into a hole there. I think I would take Richard Sherman at this point, just because he's big. Like they're really like the same type of like aggressive corner, like right up in your face. But they're close. They're definitely like the same genre of cornerback. But I don't know. Give me an Xavier Rhodes, Janoris Jenkins any day of the week over them two. Are you playing Phillip Rivers this week? Is he costing me? He cost you your perfect season. He cost me my perfect season. I'm going Jameis Winston this week. I'm trying to trade for a QB like a motherfucker, but no one's biting. My girlfriend has Marcus Mariota and Drew Brees, but she won't trade me either one, so that's frustrating. All right, what's this one here? I don't know what this challenge is, but we're already at 250K, which is looking good. Good for coins. How do you feel about Darby? He looks very boomer bust, but I'll take it for our team. What's your least favorite beer? Probably Guinness. Strongbow, I'm not a huge fan of like European beer. Stella Artois is alright. Maurice Jones-Drew said Case Keenum, Carson Wentz. When did he say that? If he did say that, I mean, he needs a helper. As a Falcon fan, I feel Desmond Trufant's underrated. He is. He's a really solid corner. Even though I'm pretty sure he got beat pretty bad last week, he looks good. Thoughts on Josh Jones, Kevin King so far? Two good young options for the Packers to have back there in the secondary. A team that needed to get a lot better in their secondary. So it looked like they're not going to be all pros or anything like that, but they're going to be guys that can contribute good minutes and probably an upgrade over like Gunter, Ladarius Gunter. What about IPA beers? Nah, pass. Pass. You have Mariota and Wentz on my fantasy team. Should I start Mariota or Wentz next week? Ooh, that's a tough one. Who the Titans play? I know the Chargers are a tough team, but there's a chance that game might turn to a shootout, so Philly will have to abandon the run. I'd say Wentz. Oh, we'll just keep taking these yards. We'll just keep taking these yards. How's it only on the one? Like, he fell into the end zone. Like, come on. Are you getting WWE 2K18? Nah, probably not. I usually get those games if they go on sale and I'm really, really bored. Like, around Christmas time. Alright, we just lost this challenge. Phenomenal. Because even though apparently we fell into the end zone, it didn't count. Awesome. Yeah, I'll have some moonshine, bro. I drink moonshine. What rebuild is this week? Duh, Bears. Rebuild's actually really good too. What? I'll give you the sneak peek of the clickbait title. Is I have the best rookie that I've drafted. Like I got whatever. I had actually two rookies that got really really good, but the highest overall that I've drafted so far. So it has that to go with it. Trubisky God. Trubisky was basically, I think actually people hit me up on it was requested on my Twitter that I do the Bears, and then some people, I think two different people replied that they've tried the Bears and struggled. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, but still frustrating at times for sure. As there's our touchdown to Colt Cruz. What a combination that is. The Bears beat the Steelers. That is upset of the week. But were the Steelers home or were they away? I'm just gonna guess that the Pittsburgh Steelers are playing on the road because they are horrific on the road. I am very surprised. I will not be surprised anyway that if the Steelers go 8-8 this year because they're that bad on the road. And what is going on with Le'Veon Bell? Highest overall I drafted on Madden was an 86. I mean, like, the rookie that I've got. So let's say I drafted a guy in year 2 of a 5-year rebuild. When I was done year 5, he finished as, we'll just say 90 plus. I don't think we've had any 90 plus guys we've drafted yet, off the top of my head. I think we've had a couple like high 80s, but I don't think we've had any 90s. There's 2 90s that we got. Steelers were away. There you go. I didn't even know, but I could tell you because I was just highly skeptical. Bears are one of the teams you want to see. Not a fan, but I do like. Bears are like an old school team. They're like an old school team that's not super popular. Like the Steelers, Bears, and Packers. Oh, let's go Reggie White. Steelers, Bears, and Packers. Just off the top of my head, there's probably some other ones. I like, in my opinion, when I think of like old school football teams, those are the 3. But the Steelers and the Packers are like universally popular, and the Bears because they're not winning as much. They're not like a fair weather team. So yeah, I kind of feel like that way too. I don't hate the Bears whatsoever. If it was like a neutral game, I'll probably be pulling for the Bears. Plus, I mean, I was always a big fan of Brian Urlacher. He's one of my favorite players of all time. I mean, Devin Hester was electrifying back in the day. You had Sexy Rexy, Florida Gator. But yeah, man, freaking Lance Briggs and Brian Urlacher, that was one hell of a linebacker tandem. You got offers for DeMarco Murray for Le'Veon. I haven't decided what to do. Wait. You have DeMarco Murray and someone's offering you Le'Veon Bell? If that's the trade, you take it and run. If you have Le'Veon Bell and someone offers you DeMarco Murray, absolutely not. As the Seahawks window's closed. I'll give him one more year. I think the problem is Legion of Boom's getting older, and they still don't have an offensive line that's Super Bowl caliber. Like, even deep playoff caliber. So, I think if they, in offseason this year, they can still maintain that defense and get better on the offensive line. I'd say they have probably this 2 years max left. All right, what's this one? You're winning by this. You got to win this game. All right, I think we can win this one against the Giants. Peanut Tillman, too. I always liked him. The Peanut Punch. Would you be mad if the Eagles use their first-round pick on a receiver? That's a scenario. Like, if we didn't re-sign Alshon, we don't have Torrey Smith, our wide receiver core is looking like Nelson Aguilar and Matt Collins. No, I would not be upset if they did that. Plenty of solid wide receivers this year's draft. Calvin Ridley, Cortland Sutton, James Washington, all those guys, first-round material. Someone in my league offered me Andrew Luck for Derek Carr. Is Derek Carr your starter? If Derek Carr is your backup QB, I would absolutely do that deal. If Derek Carr is your starter, I mean, Luck's probably not going to play for a couple more weeks, so I probably wouldn't do that. Who's the worst O-line in the NFL? Giants. See you, Tanner. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Least favorite Offspring song? Least favorite? Oh, California Cruising. Bumping in my trunk. Bumping in my trunk. Whoa. Oh, I don't even get singing. But it was like supposedly one of like their biggest hits off their second to last album, and I hated it. I liked it for what it was, but then when I found out it wasn't really like a mock song, it was like a serious trying something different. I was like, all right, that song sucks. Who's the best quarterback in next year's draft? So, are you talking about 2019 or 20? If it's 2019, I definitely think someone like Lamar Jackson should stay another year, prove that the NFL is not going to be too big of a jump, develop as a pocket passer. He could very well be it. But that's tough. I'm going to assume you mean just for this coming draft. I like Josh Rosen. I think as of right now, Josh Rosen looks like the guy if Philly needed a QB. He'd be the guy I'd want. Someone offered me C.J. Anderson, Jonathan Stewart, and Jermaine Kearse for Gronk. Yeah, get out of there. I mean, I do think C.J. Anderson, even though he kind of threw up a goose egg this week, is a nice fancy running back option. Yeah, you don't get rid of Gronk unless it's for like 1-for-1. Like if you could actually get a 1-for-1 for Gronk and you had like a Zach Ertz or something, I'd do that. I have in one of my leagues. I have that. I was lucky enough. Everyone slept on Zach Ertz, so I got Gronk, and I think the third round, and then I picked up Zach Ertz real late. So if someone offered me like a starting running back or starting wide receiver for Gronk, I'd pull that trigger. Just because you know it's only a matter of time till Gronk's hurt. Or he's questionable every week. C4, do you like Tim Hortons? Meh. You saw Offspring in Montreal for the first time 3 years ago. They were amazing. I think I've told this story before, but basically Offspring came where I was 1 year. I was working. And the concert, they were the co-main event, I guess. The co-headliner. And it was $50. And I was like, I'd rather just work, make money, and then pay $50 to see the Offspring get like a small set list and open up for a bigger band. But then the bigger band canceled. Offspring became the headliner, and it was a free concert. And I was working. And it was easily top 10 most disappointing times in my life because that would have been awesome. I'm not a big concert guy, but I would have went to that for sure. I would have crushed an Offspring concert. Josh Allen is overrated. I think Sam Darnold's a little bit overrated. Is Diggs for Parker Riddick and some other bench player a good trade? No. I'd keep Stephon Diggs right now. Unless you can make that trade and you find out maybe like, I think long term with Case Keenum at QB, I'm skeptical with Stephon Diggs, but if Bradford comes back, I think Diggs could be a top 10 wideout. And none of those guys you mentioned are anything better than like just depth guys, you know? I just found the song. I'm gonna go Fire Kid and watch the fifth. Man, Offspring's the best. Gotta go. Fire Kid's a good song. Self Esteem's a good song. Best songs: Have You Ever by Offspring. Self Esteem. Slim Pickens, Does the Right Thing. Those are fire songs. Offspring's an awesome band. They make me feel like I'm in the 90s. Bad Habits of fire. Man, so many fire. Like, if you download Offspring Greatest Hits, you'll keep like 99% of the songs on there. Who's your top 5 receivers in your league? In the league. Number 1, probably Julio Jones. I like the superstars. There's no like low key. Like, I like Julio Jones. I like Antonio Brown. Mike Evans is number 1. Mike Evans is one of my favorite players, regardless of his position. So I guess I go Mike Evans 1, Julio 2, Antonio 3, Stephon Diggs 4, and then at 5, probably just Homer Alshon pick right now as is. I mean, I do like Jordan Matthews still, even though he's gone. Who should you start, Wentz or Cousins? Who are the Redskins playing? I don't know who the Redskins playing off the top of my head. Aren't they playing like the Chiefs or something? I'd play Wentz. I like Wentz against the Chargers because I think that game might be a shootout. Do I like the Spice Girls? Love them. Now, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Now, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. They play the Chiefs next week. Absolutely play Carson Wentz. 90s was the best decade. 90s was awesome. I love the 90s. Who, Colt? Are you talking about Colt Brennan? Zach? What's going on about Colt Brennan for? It's Colts, not Cole. I remember Colt Brennan because he was the guy I was putting up freaking numbers for Hawaii when I thought my boy Tim Tebow had an absolute lock for Heisman Trophy. I don't want to get copyright claim for saying. Yeah. I can go back to just making, like, I want to be dead ass serious right now. Almost right now, one of the video, like anytime I make an Eagles video, like a hype video or my grades video, it gets demonetized right away and then I peel it and it's good. I think it might be because I put LeGarrette Blount's name in the description and like the tags, and they're seeing that as like marijuana. He's talking about Blount. If you were the GM for the Eagles, what would your first trade proposal be and why? If I'm the GM for the Eagles, and I know there's zero chance in hell that we're gonna get a legit running back. Like we're not getting a running back this year. I'd probably try to get Tevin Coleman from the Falcons. I don't know what they would want. I'd look at their team. I'd be like, hey, you know what would look good for your team? Friggin', you need a right guard. We'll give you Wisniewski, and we'd give you, I don't know. I don't know what the trade offer would be. But I'd be like, all right, Vinny Curry. I don't know. That'd be a dumb trade. I don't know what trade, but the player I would try to get would be Tevin Coleman. Who's that big-ass running back from Hawaii? Was it Havili? Stanley Havili? Might have been BYU. He's a fullback, wasn't he? Top 5 tight ends in order. Gronk. I like Gronk, Greg Olsen, Travis Kelce. Jordan Reed and Zach Ertz probably right now. I'm still in the old school where I want my tight end to be able to throw a block every now and then, and Zach Ertz and Jordan Reed aren't throwing blocks. Guys like Kelce do, even though Kelsey's a doucher. Big douchebag. I'll give you Nelson Aguilar for Tevin Coleman. Straight up, bud. You're getting away with a robbery. Hitting Dan Quinn. I'm like, yeah, come on. We like the Gators, right? Gator made and everything. What do you think about Kalen Balich? He's not looked good this year. I don't know what it is. He was one of my, like, targets for Philly. If we missed out on some of the bigger backs. I don't know. His stat lines have not looked good. He's not even like looking like the lead back. I don't know if he's hurt, but you know he's going to be one of those guys. If he tests well, definitely a running back I'd be interested in. The ceiling stuff bullshit. What's your opinion? Again, I answered this earlier. I feel like as a Canadian, as a white Canadian, I feel like you shouldn't have a take on that. That's not our issue, I guess, would be the answer. You don't know. You never. I don't think as a white person you'll ever understand what's going on. I'm not going to re-answer this again, but basically that's my point. I'm a white Canadian, so an American thing that's about a minority that I'm not, clearly. Ask them. Ask someone that you respect that's a person of color, their take on it, and then that's all that really matters. Because everyone else is, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to feel like getting pulled over all the time, you know? You know? Oh, they got rid of that thing? Remember they had that challenge where you got coins every hour? That was pretty dope. Alright. Yes, no question. T.O. top 3 all-time at wide receiver? No. Top 10? Put him in that conversation. Top 3? Too debatable. Oh, we're almost done this first set. Okay, we're going to finish this first set. Like, my top 3. Randy Moss. Randy Moss is my number 1 receiver. Calvin Johnson, number 2. Jerry Rice, number 3. Should I start Landry, J.J. Nelson, Sanu, or Ginn? Jarvis Landry, especially if it's in PPR. But I will say, a lot of Eagle fans, the ones that are quick to write off T.O., like he dominated that Super Bowl for us with like a broken, whatever the hell he had, broken leg or something. He was a beast. Moss was a better receiver, but Jerry Rice was more consistent and better longer. Absolutely, I can agree with that. But when anyone ever brings up who is the best at whatever position, I'm thinking I got one game. What's the one guy that's going to change that game for me? It's not Jerry Rice. He doesn't stand up. You hear Jerry Rice? Put Xavier Rhodes on Jerry Rice. He's bigger than Jerry Rice. He's faster than Jerry Rice. He's stronger than Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice will probably have a good game. He's a tremendous receiver, one of the best of all time. But you throw in someone like Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, Julio Jones, that you just straight up, they're not a good enough athlete, plus they're a dominant wide receiver. They can't stop them. So that's what it's anytime you ask someone that's, their opinion on who's the best, yada, 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 they all have different criteria, but that's mine. Who's the one guy that I want on my team in the Super Bowl? And it's those guys. What if Calvin Johnson came out of retirement and came back to the Eagles? That sounds like a video I might have to make. It would never happen, but that'd be awesome. That'd be a huge get for the Eagles. Moss was the most dominant receiver all time, but you include body work certainly is something, but it's not the biggest thing for me. His body of work has that's a bunch of influence. It's like, I don't know what's a good way to say this. That's actually what you said, longevity. Is that something that would make someone great? Like when you look at a player and you say, Nelson Aguilar. Here we go. Perfect example, Nelson Aguilar. I don't think Nelson Aguilar's missed a game to injury. Do you give that a plus to him? All the drops, all the drop touchdowns, but he was consistent. He was reliable for his health. He was constantly healthy. How much do you weigh that into Nelson Aguilar's grade? He's not a great receiver. He drops the ball. But don't worry, he's healthy. He's always available. So that kind of goes into a body of work thing. Because a guy like Jerry Rice was incredibly healthy throughout his career. So, if you want to do that, yes. But when you do other hypothetical situations, you can kind of go well, kind of has a point. It doesn't really matter that much. Versus someone straight up, Randy Moss, one game. He's got to do a bunch of damage. Nelson Aguilar, one game. Not going to do anything. So it breaks off into different criteria, but I completely understand that side of the stick. Chad Johnson, best route runner. That's debatable, but not that debatable. Oh, come on. So we need to get a touchdown on a 2-point conversion. These are getting tough. Top 5 running backs all time in order. Number 1, Barry Sanders. Number 2, Adrian Peterson. Oh my God, who wants this? He doesn't drop it. Number 2, Adrian Peterson. Number 3, Jim Brown. Number 4, Emmitt Smith. Number 5. I don't know what my number 5 would be. Peyton Hillis, that 1 year with the Browns. Oh, that's a touchdown. Probably Walter Payton. That's a good one. Walter Payton. That I just wasn't thinking of. Best offensive lineman ever. Oh, let's go Zach Ertz. I've heard reports that it's Anthony Munoz from the Bengals. From a lot of people, that opinion I would trust, but I wasn't really. I think literally Anthony Munoz last year might have been like the first year I started watching football. Best offensive. I mean, Joe Thomas is pretty good, man. I think like historically speaking, he might go down as like the most accomplished. Oh yes, let's get that fumble. Thank you very much. Joe Thomas was the first offensive lineman. That is true. Most dominant offensive lineman I've seen was Shawn Andrews with the Philadelphia Eagles before he went insane. John Runyon was good. I really do like Jason Pierce. I think Jason Pierce is a Hall of Famer. Gene Upshaw, I mean, that's super OG. Gene Upshaw. Guys like Gene Upshaw and, who's the other one? Art Shell. Like those, Gene Upshaw, like those are all players, like you gotta take their word for it. Like, no, who's watching football in the 70s? Oh, let's go, Ertz. Will Shields was always really good. Back in the day, I'm trying to think of like old school linemen. Orlando Pace, really, really good. You know what? I take back everything. Best offensive lineman, John Ogden. I would go John Ogden. Best offensive lineman I've seen. There you go, DBZ Wrestling. Dragon Ball Z Wrestling, I assume. John Ogden. There you go with the John Ogden show. I changed my option to John Ogden. Don't fumble this shit. C4, who'd be your all-time starting lineup? Well, that's really tough to do off the top of my head. I think I did a video on that not too long ago, though. I'll have to do it again. That's a hot take, because people like to hear my don't get sacked. Oh, my God, this Colt Cruz, or what's his name? Devin Wade's looking like a monster. That's an interesting topic, my all-time lineup. I can tell you, like, some of the positions. So, we'll go through it right now at the top of my head. Like, I'm trying to pay attention to this. These are hard now, these challenges. They're getting all mad and shit. All right, we'll start the offensive line. Left tackle, I'm going John Ogden. Left guard. I always want to put, when anytime I talk about it, players that I was able to see. Players that I was able to watch. It's like left guard, you can hit him with the friggin', you know, Gene Upshaw and stuff like that. But I never saw him play. So left guard, I'm going Will Shields. At center, I'm going to go with, at center, give me Allen. You know what? Kevin Mawai was really good back in the day. But, center. Maybe Olin Kreutz on the Bears. He was an OG Madden guy. Matt Burke was really good. I don't know why I can't think of like an all-time center. We won this challenge. Another one bites the dust. You know what? At center, I'm just gonna throw it up because I didn't see him play, but enough. I'm going Concrete Charlie. Chuck Bednarik at center. Right guard, give me Larry Allen, and then at right tackle, I'm going Lane Johnson. 100%. Give me Lane Johnson. So then what we got? We got tight end. Tight end, give me Gronk. What's this challenge? Oh, we're losing. We're not. Okay, we can do this one. Tight end, give me Gronk. Backup tight end, give me... Probably Tony Gonzalez. I never really hated Tony Gonzalez that much. Wide receivers 1, 2, and 3. Wide receiver 1, Randy Moss. Wide receiver 2, give me Calvin Johnson. And then working out the slot, give me Andre Johnson. For running back, I want Barry Sanders. And then I want... Give me Barry Sanders and give me Peyton Hillis from that 1 year with the Browns for my power back. Fullback, you go Mike Allstott. At quarterback, we go Dan Marino. Backup is Carson Wentz. That is our offense. That is an immaculate offense. Right there. Defense. We're running a 4-3. We're going to be running a 4-3. So at defensive ends, at one defensive end, we're going Reggie White. Even though I only saw him play for the Packers. Going with my criteria, even though we threw it out the window with Bednarik. We're going Reggie White at 1. Other defensive end, I'm going, give me Jared Allen. Give me Jared Allen, prime with the Vikings. Like the first year after he left the Chiefs. Give me Jared Allen. D tackles, Ndamukong Suh and Fletcher Cox. Linebacking core, so we have 3 linebackers. I want Luke Kuechly in the middle. I want Jordan Hicks as one of my outside guys. And then... No, I'll swap that out. Give me Luke Kuechly as an outside linebacker because I want him for his coverage ability. Give me Ray Lewis as the middle linebacker. And then give me Brian Urlacher as the other outside linebacker. So my 2 outside guys are guys that can cover. Then you got Ray Lewis to lay the lumber in the middle. In the secondary, we'll go with 3 corners. Just have 3 corners in your depth chart. One will be a nickel. So at outside corner 1, I want... Corners where it gets tough. I want Nnamdi Asomugha. No. Oh, let's go. Chris Carter. So a corner 1. Corners where it gets tricky. Corners do I really, really like? I put Janoris Jenkins right now as my slot corner. And then on the outside... Like I didn't see primetime play. I never saw Deion Sanders play, even though I would love to see him when he was like on the Falcons or Niners or something like that, not on the Cowboys. I think I'd go Patrick Peterson just from like a size standpoint, because if this is like a hypothetical, you want a corner that can cover any wide receiver in an area, and I think Pat Pete's like the prototype now of the perfect corner. Even though I do think his stats are kind of Nnamdi Asomugha-ish. He's like one of those guys. Trust me, he's really good. He doesn't have a lot of interceptions, but he's really good. Even though I do know he is good. So I give Patrick. Right now we have Patrick Peterson and Janoris in the slot. So we need another outside starting corner. Yeah, I'll go Charles Woodson. That's a good one. Paracro's a sponsor. Let's go. I think with those 2 sponsors, that means I can get a meme going, like an emoji. So then we got to go safeties. At safety 1, we go Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins, safety 1 all day long. He's going to be in the box safety. So that means we need a covered safety. And that for me is Ed Reed. Special teams. Kicker will be... You know what? The best kicker I've probably seen is Justin Tucker. So I throw Justin Tucker as a kicker with Jake Elliott on the practice squad. Very much like the Bengals. And for punter... give me that dude on the Rams right now. Give me Johnny Hecker. Give me Johnny Hecker as the as my other punter. So that is my dream team. Good luck stopping that. Punt returner. You know what? Kick returner will be Devin. No. Oh, I can't do that. Punt returner got to be Deshaun Jackson. Devin Hester's probably the better option, but I got to go with the homer pick there. But thanks for Pair of Crow. For the next stream, I will have emojis now. I'll make an emoji. I'll make a nice Lane Johnson Mexican supplement. Have him shooting up some shit into his arm or something. I don't know. I'll have to think of it. But that is an all-time just OG team. I don't think you're going to find a better team than that. All right, let's go. We got to get the ball back here so we can win an 80 overall Eagle. Oh, my God. Jump in front of that. Punt returner has to be Josh Cribbs. Kick returner got to be Devin Hester. I don't think it gotta be. But I can't. Deshaun Jackson, Miracle of the New Meadowlands, greatest play I've ever seen. That's actually the greatest play I've ever seen, even if I wasn't an Eagle fan. Because of that comeback, like everything. I love Matt Dodge forever. I think I might have to someday get a fake China jersey, Matt Dodge. You know? But okay, that's what we do. We'd have Devin Hester be our kickoff return specialist. Because, you get two in Madden. Like an Ultimate Team, you could have two guys. So we'd have Deshaun Jackson and Devin Hester for both of those. So we pretty much going to hold them to a field goal here. And then it's just us getting a TD. So let's see if we can get a cover 2 man. Who would you have at long snapper? At long snapper? We're going with the magic man himself, John Dornbos. Oh my God, Reggie. Hey, we got the pressure. They missed it. What do you think of Vaughn Lombardi's content? Don't watch it a whole lot. I only really watch it if he's breaking down someone on the Eagles, but really, really good. For what it is. It's good for what it is. If you really want that kind of, look at things. Do I think Richard Sherman's done? Done as in what? What does that mean? Oh my God, they're faking it. You do not miss this, Ray Lewis. What an idiot play. What an idiot play. Wasn't even paying attention. We still shut that down. John says, don't forget kick and punt. I said, yeah, we'll go Devin Hester and Deshaun Jackson. Oh, like not a good corner. Oh, he's still a good corner. He definitely is going to be one of those guys that age is not going to go well for him. Because he was never really an electrifying athlete, so I think the drop-off is going to be really big when it does happen. I'd say he has another year or so. C4, if every division made teams purely of their best players, which division would be the best? Whew. Be the best. I mean, my bias, I think the NFC East. It goes down to like NFC East has the best mix of offensive, like the lines. Everything in football is who can dominate the line of scrimmage, and I think that's where the NFC East would dominate. I mean, you could say proven QB. That could be a tough one. I think that that debate just goes to the two best divisions, either the NFC East or the AFC West. C4, do you have any trades up? I do not. I can throw up some players if you want me to. Haven't really thought about that. More so just grind these solos so I can get that brand. Right now I'm kind of in the space that I want to try to get Philadelphia Eagles. So I think we're gonna buy us a. I might have to get a Team of the Week player just because I don't want to be clickbaity, But I think we're gonna get Jason Peters at left tackle. I think he's an 85 left tackle. He's going for like 30K, so that's nothing too big. And then I don't know if Bradham plays the same position as the Team of the Week, Michael Kendricks. But I mean, hey, we did buy, for those of you that are late, we did buy the Team of the Week Nelson Aguilar card for like 1,000 coins, so that's dope. NFC says no elite quarterbacks. I believe that. But upside, I mean, if you're starting a team with upside, you got Dak and Wentz. I don't think there's too many other young quarterbacks that have as much of as high as the ceiling as those guys. Do you have a problem playing Brady in All Madden? Haven't played Brady yet on All Madden. I'm not looking forward to that if it ever comes. Oh man, we're throwing up Doug Pearson play calling here. All right, we're gonna run it. We got that Jerome Bettis for a reason. Minnesota, Maryland. Who you got? I think, man, Gophers might win that with. Oh, come on. Oh, I forgot we have Sproles. We don't even have freaking Jerome Bettis because we're the Eagles lineup. Shit. I'm gonna go Minnesota just because isn't Maryland on like their third string QB? That's gonna be a tough one. If you get a Chiefs legend / current player jersey, who should I cop? You're thinking Justin Houston? I mean, get a retro. What do you have? Do you have like a retro Jared Allen or Tony G? That'd be a good one. I'd definitely rock a Marcus Peters. Kareem Hunt. Why don't you strike when the iron's hot? You can get Kareem Hunt. I know Tyreek Hill, you might have like a personal issue with his domestic violence past. That's understandable. But I think Kareem Hunt's going to be a stud. But if I'm going legend, oh, that's a bad pass. And he caught it! Alshon Jeffrey brings that in. I have no idea how that happened. That's sick. Get a Will Shields, Pat Pete. Get a Will Shields. You want to talk about an OG jersey that demands respect. No one will give you, no one will even friggin' bust your chops with a Will Shields jersey. I want to see if you can send me a team leaders Eagle player. I don't know. I don't think you can. I think those guys are non-auctionable. I've looked into it. I've looked at just buying them because I saw the challenge. It's like, oh, I don't want to play all that. Derek Thomas. There you go. That's a good one. Derek Thomas is a great one. I watched that Football Life not too long ago. I appreciate the thought anyway, John. Seems that's why a lot of people are chirping this Madden. It seems like this Ultimate Team's like Mr. Non-auctionable. You can't like send anything. I don't know if you could trade those guys. Maybe you could trade them. I don't know. Thanks, Mason. Appreciate it. Greatest YouTuber. All right, we got 8 seconds left to win this first challenge. We get an 80 overall player. I have no idea what our options are. Doesn't really matter because we're not gonna... I'm probably gonna get the guy that's least likely to get a special card, to be honest with you. Oh, that's a nice pick. Jalen Ramsey, number 20. Look at my Brian Dawkins out there. 1 second left on the play clock. Let's just take the knee. We don't mess around here in these solo challenges. That 61-yard game-winning field goal by Elliott, though. That was fire, man. That was a fire field goal. Thank you, NFL Talk. I appreciate it. C4, can you do a video of the worst starters against the best backups? Well, that seems very one-sided, but perhaps. I got plenty of ideas for the Super Bowl or Super Bowl or bust things. Those will be coming out on Fridays. I'm trying to get everything down to like a schedule. Right now, basically, Sundays is Eagles Connected Franchise Mode and player grade videos. Mondays, for the time being, is trial runs of new series ideas. Seems like you guys like the juiced idea more than the local legends, so that's, you know, I'm gonna probably for the next couple weeks have debut episodes to see what you guys really like the most. Tuesdays is obviously the MUT stream and then something else. Wednesdays is gonna be the career modes. Thursdays is the Super Bowl or bust. Fridays are the realistic rebuilds. And then Saturdays, for the time being, are the college videos and other stuff. Team Leaders Tips Pack. What do we got here? I don't want these things. Someone told me to hold on to those, so... All right, we still got a pack open. How do I do this? Unopened packs. Eagles Team Leader Pack 80 over. That was not very hard. Those are getting to like 80s, all pro and shit. Nigel Bradham. Malcolm Jenkins. We already have Malcolm Jenkins. We already have Tim Jernigan. We already have Zach Ertz. Wait a minute. Okay, can someone answer this? Like, I want the Nigel Bradham, right? Do I have to get this Nigel Bradham to get the next level Nigel Bradham? Is that how it works? Like, if I want I think it's 86. If I want the 86 Nigel Bradham, I have to get this 81 and then upgrade it. Go hold up here, because I don't want to mess this up. Now, I mean, Darren Sproles could be nice, but he's not going to be better than my 90 Jerome Bettis. All right, yes. All right, we're going to get that Nigel Bradham. Thank you very much. He'll look nice when I eventually get my Jordan Hicks. Thank you, Nigel. All right, let's look at some auctions. We're gonna pop up. We're gonna buy some players here. Let's pop up Mudhead. See how much it's like a Jason Peters. What's Jason Peters going for? 85 core elite Jason Peters. Can I compare him? We're gonna compare Jason Peters. Who's our current like left tackle? It's like, is it worth me to spend this coins here? Get a JP. We have Taron Armstead. 83. So we're comparing the couple here. Oh, yeah, it's looking like... not that far off, to be completely honest with you. But we could probably sell Terran Armstead if we need to. All right, so let's see. Jason Peters' price. He's going for a mean... all right, see you, Matt Boss. Who's your favorite NFL team? I thought you watched my videos. So you love my videos. Are you trying to catfish me? Jason Peters going for about 37K on Xbox. Let's see if we can snipe one. Obviously, you want to try to get Eagle. I like Terran Armstead. He's a great athlete, but let's be honest. Getting more Eagles on this line would be dope, especially if we could steal one. So we got the fire Eagle. Oh man, we could have got Eagle for $500. All right, we'll go Jason. I'm never gonna overpay for a player though. I'll tell you that. Like if Jason Peters going for 37, like I'm not gonna pay any more than 37 because he's not that much of an upgrade. He's going for 38. We got 28. Like what? Come on! Don't you guys use Muthead? Shouldn't you know? I like the Colts. I like the Colts. Colts are a good team. All right, we need more Eagles. What else? What else we have here in MUT that we can afford for an Eagle? That's an upgrade. We can't afford Fletcher Cox. We can't afford any of the big guys right now. Let's go team. Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, I need to see what the difference is between 86 is a left outside, and a Kendricks is a right. So this Michael Kendricks team of the week is going for about 70K. I think I could buy that. No one else spells their name that way, right? 87. Oh my God, they're gonna be ripping me off here. 75. Buy now. 70. Oh, this one here is going less than the actual price. He's going for 65. Is there a watch list? Do you have watch list here? All right. Who is our current right outside linebacker? Is he better than that Michael Kendricks? Just in case I know I'd buy it and then be like, oh yeah, I have a way better player. So he's 86. Our current right outside linebacker is Thomas Davis. Let's do a quick compare. Oh, wow. Michael Kendricks is a lot better. All right, so Michael Kendricks, we're gonna try to float us what do you call it? What is Kendricks going for? So, okay, we'll buy that. We're gonna do that right now. We'll still have about 200K coins, so it's not that big of a deal, and we can't afford. I mean, how much are those other guys? How much are the big guys going for? Before we leave. Oh my God, Caleb Sturgis is going for 70K. All right, I'm not gonna afford that. Lane Johnson is going for 300,000. We can't even buy. We're gonna check Lane Johnson. Hopefully that Michael Kendricks doesn't go, so we can get him. If we could, I need to get Lane Johnson at some point for the memes, you know. Like I feel like an ass not having a Lane Johnson, but 300,000 for a left tackle just seems like, you know, if I'm actually like paying a bunch of money in this game, that'd be worth it. But 300K. Oh my God, he's 360. Who's paying that? But Jordan Hicks is going for 134. Fletcher's 191. All right, we're going to buy that Michael Kendricks. Why? Because I'm stupid. Oh, he's gone. That's awesome. Michael Kendricks, the one that we're going to buy, he's gone. Awesome. You'll give me who for 20K? Who will you give me for 20K, Luis? If you're on Xbox. You need to complete sets to get all 5 Eagles leader cards. Then play the Elite Eagles solos. How do I get all 5 of them? That's stupid. What? Complete all the Eagles sets. Who got time for that? I guess I should look into it a little bit here. 86 Kendricks. Let's do it, Luis. If you're on Xbox, that would be dope. I'll gladly give you 20K for that. You're an absolute sweetheart. How does that work, though? How do I buy it for 20K? I don't understand. Do I trade him for you? How about this, Luis? I'll put up a trade, right? You trade me the Kendricks, and then you put up an auction for someone that no one would ever pay 20K for, and I'll buy it. I'm not going to rob you. Oh, my God. All right, see you, Joseph. So that worked, Luis? I don't know how MUT works. I don't know if we can work that out, but I want that Kendricks. Like, that's the easiest way, right? Because you don't want to put him up for 20K and then have someone snipe it because I'm not paying attention, right? So isn't that what makes sense? If I'll put up like a silver guy, right? And then you send me Kendricks, and then you put up some trash bronze for 20K and I'll buy him. We'll go item. Type. We'll throw up Nate Allen. I'll throw up this Nate Allen, legendary Philadelphia Eagle. Nate Allen will go up on the trade block. And I'll go for 4 days. So you'll be able to see him. So Nate Allen's on the trade block. You send me that Michael Kendricks. And then say you throw up, I don't know, a bronze friggin' playbook. Wait, what system? I'm on Xbox. Oh, don't say you're on PlayStation. Don't say you're a Sony pony. Don't say you're a Sony pony. That's going to be the biggest set of blue balls I've had for quite some time. Don't say PlayStation. Oh, no, Luis! No! Thanks anyway. If anyone wants to send me something cool for my Nate Allen, feel free. Go to upgrade sets, team leaders, NFC team leaders. All right, I'm going to do that. John Munson's telling me what to do. As I said, I'm an idiot that's playing this. I don't know what's going on. Team leaders, there we go. NFC team leaders. Leaders Eagles, which is what we want. Gold token. Silver token. Wait, how do I have a Wentz. Next time I'll give you my elites. They're not good, but better than them never getting used. Hell yeah, man! I'll take anything you don't want, Bear Crow. And I'll keep them on, and they'll become memes. I'll just act like they went to Green Lake College. Community college. You better make that community college, bro. I went to community college for a couple semesters, so show some love. That you just added a nice little CC to the Green Lake House, please. Upgrade. Okay, so John, how do I get this gold one? How do I get the gold token? Complete this set to earn Eagles team leader player. How do I get a gold token? I so appreciate Luis, man. Oh, why is all this stuff so hard? Oh, wait. Was it this thing? Team leader, complete team leadership, turn your 80 overall team leaders you no longer need to earn an additional 86. So when I go here, C41, Jason Kelsey, team of the week. Do I ever? What do you want for him? Do the golden token set. What the fuck? Where are all these sets at? Why is this so hard? Team leader. Is there something in this? But yes, I definitely want to go to sets and trade in Gold Eagles players. Oh, okay. Is that exchange? Team tokens? Okay, we're getting here. Eagles gold token. Okay. C4, you'll do that deal. What's that deal? Oh my God, all the Trey Burtons we have. That'll be my one thing. If anyone here has Gold Eagle players that they pull they don't want, feel free to send them. You gotta trade this many? This many Eagles in? Kelsey's gone. We don't have that many. We have 2 of them in the lineup, and I'm not getting rid of Carson Wentz. So wow, we got a ways to go. Okay, I get it. That's a lot. I don't have nearly enough. I thought this thing was going to be simple. I thought I was just going to have to play the game and I'd get that 86 Bradham. Very surprised that MUT has decided to rob me blind. But yes, Nick the Plug. I would definitely like a Team of the Week Jason Kelsey. He'd upgrade at center. Plus, he's a special Eagles player. Can't believe I got sniped for that friggin' Michael Kendricks. All right, we need to go back to our lineup tool, generate best lineup, best team overall. Thank you very much. Excuse me. I think everything should be the same. But then we have to remove everybody, which is annoying. I hate doing these sets things because it always makes me do this. I wish there was another way. Nick the Plug, I appreciate it. I think I have Nate Allen's the dude up on the trade block. Nick the Plug coming through, everybody. All right. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, yeah, here's another one that I didn't show. Look at this. We got Calvin Johnson. We got that Doritos Calvin Johnson. How's that sound? Dope, right? We'll get Jeremy Hill out of here. This is so tedious. Like, I hate that I have to do this. There should be an easier way. Set lineup, but don't have backups. Thank you. Now the issue is I don't think I can sell this Pouncy. That Pouncy I have. So I'm done there. Okay, just give me 2 seconds here. I'm still trying. Okay, wait. I'm just trying to set my lineup here back to the way it was when things were easy, you know? Back to the 90s is where we're setting our lineup. Oh, man. Like, this is dumb. I hate this shit. Okay, I think you guys sent me 2 players for the same guy. We might have to, I'll throw up someone else. Oh, yes. Oh, yes! All right, we're gonna take the Kendricks one. We'll accept the Kendricks one. John, you're a monster. You're a monster. Absolute monster. Appreciate it. Nick the Plug, I'm going to throw up someone else for the Kelsey. Shout out to John and Nick the Plug. They're monsters. They're certified beasts. Oh, yes. I'm going to have an Eagles team when all is said and done. I'm not going to have those like upgraded ones, I don't think, because I don't have the patience to grind for gold cards. All right, Nick, I'm going to throw up, I don't know. Kellen Clemens is going up, Nick the Plug. Kellen Clemens for that sexy Jason Kelsey for 4 days. Oh, for fuck's sakes. There we go. Kellen Clemens. Now let's go back to trying to finish this lineup. God, this is annoying. Like, this is so there has to be a better way, right? Like, clearly Madden's like, no, you gotta, that sucks for you, bud. You're gonna have to go ahead and play with what you have. No? We're good. Alright, we're gonna put, where's Malcolm Jenkins at? Malcolm Jenkins will be our starter here. We don't need backups, so Anthony Brown, you are no longer needed. You are surplus requirement. All right, we got Thomas Davis, who's no longer in the lineup because we have that beautiful, beautiful bodacious Michael Kendricks, right outside linebacker. Team of the week, Michael Kendricks. Wow, that's fire. Yeah, Nick, I put one up for Kellen Clements. Kellen Clements. That'd be dope. Mason Foster. We need a second linebacker. I think it's time that we show some love to Mr. Mike Singletary. And then we'll have, don't want Merciless there. Get that Mean Joe Green. We don't need another D tackle. All right, everything's going back to normal. I guess we'll keep Merciless there and Chris Long. And then we got Donnie. We got Gano. These guys are all on our starters, right? Well, Pouncey won't be, so we can get rid of him. Oh, shit! Darren Sproles can be gone. Oh, my God. Okay, remove all these guys from... I never want to do this again. Like, this makes me not want to do those challenges where I have to, like, generate my lineup. It's taking me, what, like 4 minutes? 3-4 minutes to do this shit? I want John Ross back there. And Darren Sproles. Okay? That's all I want. Kick returner 1. Colt Cruz is actually our top kick returner. Ready to go. Darren Sproles. And then punt returner. Hey, what's McCaffrey at for speed? 91, 85, 82. With John Ross. Here we go. Make a Lunan. That sounds a lot better. We don't have a center. Hopefully, we have a nice Jason Kelsey. Travis Kelsey. Whatever the fuck. Nick the plug coming through. Yes, we're going to play MUT Squads. It's going to be my boy, Nick the plug, and Cross Map Snipes. We're going to play MUT Squads right now, actually. This is how we're going to finish it up. We'll get one game of MUT Squads. The last time we played MUT Squads, we got absolutely robbed. We're already well over 2 hours. I'm tired of shit, but we will play the MUT Squads because I promised Cross Map Snipes. Nick, are you ready for some MUT Squad? At least one game? I hope so. Because I only play with Nick the Plug. He's the only guy. Has to play. And now we're starting. Oh, our team's starting to look very Philadelphia Eagle in. My brother C4, do you have Fletcher Cox yet? I do not. He's too expensive for me. Well, he's not really too expensive, but I feel like that I'm this close to getting Lane Johnson. Like, we have Alan Barber here at right tackle. He's wearing an Eagles uniform, but it doesn't really count. But yes. I still have to get the expensive Eagles. The thing that sucks is I got this non-auctionable TJ Lang, so I'm never going to make any money off it. And Brandon Brooks is 1 point higher. Like, am I ever going to freaking get that? You know? You have 600 coins. Who should you buy for 600? You should buy 600K. Nick, you should buy me with that 600K Lane Johnson, and you'll be forever in my gratitude. No, I don't know. Freaking Mean Joe Green, 600K? Looking at that 600K, I would say, I mean, Steve Atwater would be nice at free safety. That's Steve Atwater money. Like, the only legend, yeah, like Steve Atwater's probably the only legend that I think would be dope to have right now. I mean, maybe a Warren Moon would be nice. I know you last time we played, you had Derek Carr. See, you say AP, but is he that much better than Bo Jackson? I mean, Bo Jackson for the means. Push stacks like Bo Jax. How's AP that much better? The flashback one? I mean, shit, I might have the best running back of the bunch right now with my Jerome Bettis. Like, who's the most unstoppable player? Like, upgrade to the team of the week, Derek Carr? If I play MUT squads next week, can you get in? Yes, you officially reserved a spot, John. Especially for donating the McKendricks. See, I'm a man of my word. It was like 5 streams ago I told Cross Map Snipes he could be in a MUT squads. And I still remember. He just wasn't here the last time. I guess, John, what I could say is if I play. That you put it the right way. I don't always play MUT squads. Sometimes my streams are just going to be me popping on, grinding some solos, and popping off. But if we do play, next time we play, you have a reserved spot if you're here. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's what you're waiting for, Nick, the plug to buy someone with that 600K. Like I said, personally, that Bo Jackson, when I've used it, has been nice. Gronk's a good one. Having an OP tight end might be where you want to go. To be completely honest with you, looking at what we have from what we played, maybe an OP tight end would be a fire pick. How much does Gronk go for? You have 600K. Like, who's your tight end we're using right now? Wasn't it Zach Ertz? Martellus Bennett. Gronk's going for 500. That'd be pretty OP. That Travis Kelce looks nice. The Kellen Tony G's going for $1 million. So that's a good one. No, not shady, Nick. I'm telling you, bro. That Bo Jackson does work. Shady wouldn't be bad. But like I said, looking at it, like maybe I think a tight end could be beat. Like getting a nice Gronk. Like you get Gronk, that's like a set and forget. Like you're never gonna not upgrade from that. He's gonna be, for as little as I know about MUT, he's probably gonna be as good of a tight end as you need. You get that, you're set for life. Oh my God! Look at over here trying to get 600K. I'm just looking at my beast, Jason Kelce, and Michael Kendricks here. We should show some love to my team of the week, Nelson Aguilar, because that's never going to happen. Who's playing on? Snipes and Nick, you guys work that out. Who wants to be offense and defense? I'm coach. We know that. Snipes, can you add me? Like, send me an invite to your lobby. That'd probably be the best if you host it. And then I can invite Nick the plug. He'll play D. There you go. Yeah, John's in. Next time, next week, it's going to be John and Nick the Plug, a.k.a. the people that donated 2 Beast players for us playing MUT squads. But let's get this shit popping. I'm tired as hell, and I got to friggin' upload my new rebuild And hope to God when I wake up tomorrow, it's not demonetized. That'd be great. Deion Lewis ever becomes a free agent, Eagles connected franchise mode. I'm telling, get him. I believe it. He was always like back when he was on the Eagles. He was always a guy I like using special teams, not special teams. That's the kind of guy. That's my dude. All right. Change role. I am very much head coach. Party management. How do I invite someone? That's not what I want. Ah, shit. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'll send Nick an invite. This damn new Xbox thing changed. I don't know how to. Friends. Here we go. Nick the Plug got his invite coming your way. Get 86 Rivers, sell Big Ben, and get some coins. 3 gauntlet tokens. I understand that that's probably what I should do. I understand 0 of what that meant. Get coins. Okay, I get that. 3 gauntlet tokens. No idea what that is. Thanks for subscribing, Trayvon Nunez. Appreciate it. Xbox X? No, I just got the regular Xbox. Nick, did you get that invite? That's looking pretty nice with those. You got 2 flashbacks? How do you get that? I want one. I'll take even 1 flashback. That Freeman looks pretty cool. You have to get 3 gauntlet tokens to get Rivers. How do I get a gauntlet token? Oh. So sell Big Ben, get gauntlet tokens, and then get Rivers? Is that what you're saying? You'll show me my D. No homo. I'm good. I'm good, bro. I don't need to see the D. I trust you. Trust everything down there is working fine. I assume that there'd be some offsides. It's a little offsides there. Spend them in sets. I don't know why Nick's not coming. I guess Nick does want to play right now. Is he in the middle of a game? I assume. Hang on, you got a new DB. All right, so as long as you're getting the invites, that's all I need to know. Let's do it. New DB trying to stack up on the defense. I can't sell Big Ben. Literally, I can't sell anyone. 95% of my team has been given to me, and because of how Madden works this year, oh my God, look at that. Reggie White and Jordan Hicks. I love that. Hopefully we don't get rocked. We are, I think, 2-1. We played MUT squads 3 times. We're 2-1. So we still, we're the Philadelphia Eagles right now. So we're getting ready to take on the San Diego Chargers. It'd be very fitting if the team we take on has the Chargers as their base uniform. I'm definitely the worst team of the 3, as the Sniper has 86-86. They're both 86 overalls. I'm a very bitchy 84. What's up, everybody? That's tuning in. Am I from Philly? I am not from Philly. I've been to Philly a couple times, but I am not from Philly. Madden is trash, but 2K nice. I wish I could play basketball games. I am horrendous at basketball games. Absolutely, like, you can't even guess how bad I am. Like, I can't even do the tutorials. I get frustrated with the tutorials. And I'm not even bad at freaking video games. So, I wish I was good. I mean, if you guys want to ever, like, they get some nice online action, I could pop in NBA Jam. Some boom shakalaka. But outside of that, I'm a liability in basketball games. It sucks. You should just move to Philly then. I applied for Eagles social media job. Probably won't get it because it just cost them. It cost them money, or I would never be able to fly out. But I applied with the Philadelphia Eagles. They were hiring a digital media manager, which basically means someone that makes video content for their channel. I clearly would be a perfect solution, perfect option, but highly unrealistic. I'll get it. No, yeah, you definitely didn't see me in that. It's the best 2K since 2K11. Well, I guess you make me feel even worse about the Philadelphia, how bad Madden 18 is. Like, this is a bad game, man. I'm having fun with MUT just because of this stream, and you know, obviously it helps that I've only spent $3.50. Is this working? Is this lagging? The fact that I've spent about $3.50 on this, which makes it enjoyable. I spent $3.50. I have an 84 overall team, which is the best team I've ever had in MUT. The last time I actually spent money on an Ultimate Team was an NCAA Ultimate Team, and I had a really sick team. I had like Reggie, White, Warren. My team was actually legit as shit. And you guys in this chat, that if Sniper and Nick the Plug am I just lagging or what's going on here? I think I'm getting hit with some lag, if I'm being completely honest with you. Getting hit with some lag. Like, my controller's vibrating, so I feel like on your guys' screen I might be running around like an idiot. But, alright. Very exciting. You might not be in the game. I'm definitely... Are you guys in the game, though? Like, is it just taking its sweet old time here, or what's going on here? I'm just sitting here holding my dick. Cool. Game machine broke. Damn it. So, like, are you guys in the game and I'm just being an asshole right now? What's Bacho at? We'll find you, Macho. How do I even add him as a friend? What the fuck? He's one of those stupid friggin' names. Give me a sec, I got this. There you go, take this invite. Who you like better, C4? Conley, Lattimore, or Hooker? Hooker. Just happy get fluctuating peacock. That's the most Xbox. No, you take my invite, Sniper. You take my invite. You take my invite. That's HD controller sounds. That's what you're getting. It's taking so long. It's taking so long. You didn't get it. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll figure this out. About 5 seconds, give this out. You guys see that time? Look, it's almost midnight. I got a damn family. You know? Let's go. Oh my god. I hope you guys are enjoying this live stream of a friggin' party. It's the first time we've had some errors. Alright, we'll see if we can do it this way. Okay. See if we can get Nick in here. Try this one more time. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm going to be completely honest. If this doesn't work this time, I'm friggin' done. I got to go to bed. We tried two times. Head coach. I'm coach. And I'm ready. What is that interface? I have no idea. I turned my Xbox on, and it was there. And it looks like my game froze. This looks like a frozen game. I don't know about you guys. This looks pretty frozen to me. Where are you located, Sniper? Are you in, like, Puerto Rico? I'm going to give this 5 seconds, and then if not, boys, it's not working tonight. My game froze. You're in the U.S. Okay, I get it. Well, pretty anticlimactic way to end it. You're on the East Coast too, yeah, so it should be working with us. How about East Coast? But yeah, it's fucking midnight. I gotta get up super early tomorrow. I will say that we'll try this again next stream. Next stream, I'll be on record for 2 games. Hopefully, Nick the Plug's there. One with Sniper, because that will still happen, and one with John, who donated the lovely Michael Kendricks tonight. But yeah, this is just, I don't got time for this shit. Hate this game. I hate this game so much. Plus, we're at 2 hours and 30 minutes. We're already roughly an hour longer than most of my streams goes. So thank you guys for tuning in to this stream. Appreciate it as always. We got our 2 sponsors. We got Batmac. We got obviously Paracrow showing the love. So next stream, if you guys feel like donating, I don't know how it works. I have no idea how sponsorship works. But now that I have 2, we can make a sick. I'm going to figure out how to make a sick Lane Johnson emoji. But yeah, that'll do it for here, guys. Thank you for watching another live stream. Might try to stream later in the week. I have no idea. I know there's a couple of you guys may not have subscribed. I'm going to tell you that my YouTube network tells me to tell people to subscribe to the channel, so that'd be dope. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.